What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Brooklyn Nets fans? Welcome to TSR Sports TGIF. See if our Spurs can get back on the winning side of things as the Spurs visit what's left of the Brooklyn Nets. Looks like about half the team is out tonight. So, TSR is going to be struggling with who the heck's on the court because there's going to be a lot of guys. I don't know who they are. Looking through the channel, this will be the first Nets live game on the channel. I'm looking through for a previous game and I was like, I haven't called any Nets games before. Well, they're usually blacked out in the area. But we got Yes Network tonight, so we're able to watch the game. If you're in New England, it's on Yes. If you're outside of New England, I have no idea. Well, let's have a good game tonight. Let's get a win. Let's start off with the one, the only Coyote for good luck. Do, 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 do. All right. Josu, salute to you. We Max it. Bobby, February, Ego, Michael. Thank you for all stopping in. Steven Z, what's up? Trench at Go, Spurs Go. Milton, Keon Johnson. Wilson, so Jalen Wilson, Torian Finney-Smith, and Claxton. So Ben Simmons is out, I take it? Yes, he is. Okay, so even more guys out. Jeez. Oh my gosh. I was hoping to see Ben Simmons play. I know he's been absolutely awful in Brooklyn, but I still want to get a chance to see him play. Not going to happen. All right, Milton, thank you for that, J Money, because oh boy. So their bench is going to be a lot of guys I'm not familiar with. All right, Johnson, Milton, Wilson, Finney-Smith, Claxton. Got it. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. 50-point quadruple double tonight. Okay. I'd be down. Ooh, who's this? Liking the Brooklyn Nets announcer. Just throwing that out there. Just saying. Ben Simmons cannot play back to back. Okay, because of his back, I'm guessing. Glaze and Bacon, what's up? Hey, TSR. Me and my friend are working on our first video. It's either going to be a Spurs video or a video about what superstars are hurting their teams. Well, Ben Simmons was a superstar. You could start off with him. He's hurting his team. He's been hurting the Nets his whole time there, making what, 40-something million a year? One of the worst contracts ever in the NBA, and one of the worst contracts in sports right now. I think the other one would be Deshaun Watson with the Cleveland Browns. Oh my gosh, I blanked for a second. Yeah, I'm having a good day. I hope you are too. Hey, Pajama Party, what's going on? Who's available for the Nets tonight? Well, the starters are Johnson, Milton, Wilson, Finney-Smith, and Claxton. The guy in the thumbnails out. The cams are out. It's going to be rough. Gabriel, Go Spurs, go to you. Mario, good evening. Go Spurs, go. JT, Free J. No, Miss TSR. Nope. She is, well, she's not here. So there you go. Yeah, we match the football. If the Spurs don't win this game, then something's seriously wrong. And apples and bananas, he should have a 5x5. Yeah, Amara, I think he just needs to make some changes. I don't think Blake Griffin's in the NBA anymore. I don't think so. Is he? Is he a backup somewhere? He's certainly not a starter. This should be a Spurs win. I am shocked at how, I'm going to go to ESPN real quick and take a look at the Nets injury report because it must be absolutely loaded right now as okay, so their injury report out tonight. Cameron Johnson, Ben Simmons, Zaire Williams. Wait, Dorian Finney-Smith is listed as questionable. I think he's playing tonight. Trent Wofford, I believe, is out. Bojan Bogdanovic is out. They are just, and they, you know what? They're 12 and 18, so they're not horrible. Once they can move on from Ben Simmons' contract, get him. He's probably going to be done in the NBA. Do you guys think Ben Simmons is done at this point? I saw the play today. I'd never seen it before, where Ben Simmons it was game 7, Philly versus Atlanta, and he had a chance for a dunk, and Trae Young was coming at him, and he passed the ball. Dude, you're 6'10", and the rim is right there. And he has just fallen off a cliff ever since. I hope I'm not being rude by saying this, but he appears to be a mentally weak player, and physically he ain't got it either. So he ain't got it here, he ain't got it here. He's a mess. Let me get back to the chat and stop talking about that bum. Crazy how the Rockets, Xavier, the Rockets have really been doing a good job rebuilding their team. They're coming around. Their young team. They're gonna be right there with us, like the Thunder. Selena, have her kiss pantless. Hey, what? Come on, SL 77. Go Spurs, go Caesar. Hello, players. Anonymy. Hugo, what's going on? We did lose our last 2 games. Both games winnable. I believe the Spurs were winning at the 5-minute mark of the 4th quarter, both games. Champagnie made some costly mistakes against the 76ers that It's right for you guys to argue that that lost us the game. And then the game against the Knicks, head scratching coaching decision by Mitch Johnson. We're getting crushed on the rebounds, and we put Jeremy Sohan at center. Baskey's a really good rebounder. I don't know why he didn't get any minutes, even just like 8 to 10 minutes for the game, something. And then if we're struggling against guards, which we were in both games, maybe put Castle in at the end. If Vassell's not doing, if CP3 ain't doing, if somebody can't defend him, Castle's shown to be, I would dare say he's already a top 3 defender on our team. Put him in. I thought the whole point this year was developing players. Will get him in there and let him do one of his calling cards in college. Let him defend. Jamie, good evening. Alaz Gundo, what's going on? Watching World Junior Hockey, but dropping a thumbs up. Thank you very much, Grant. What's going on, Hanover Fist? The old starting lineup, I was actually thinking about that about an hour ago, but that means Vassell and Sohan go back to the bench, and I don't see that happening. Devin Vassell, I'm seeing some of you now are kind of, I think you're getting a little impatient, and I understand because I am as well. The injuries have been a problem really for the last, what, 3 years? Maybe impatience is not the right word, but frustrated maybe. He is easily the streakiest shooter, I believe, on the Spurs. Well, you'll see him go 1 for 6 from three one night, the next night go 5 from 7, then go 0 for 4, then the next night he'll be like 5 of 6, and it's a damn roller coaster. And I know he's not supposed to be the guy on our team, but he is the highest paid guy, making almost 30 million this year. I do expect more. I'm sorry if I go into my job and do subpar performances every other day. It ain't gonna fly, and I sure as heck ain't making 29 plus million. No, nowhere close. What's up, Mixo, Timmer, Adro? Good morning. Selena, are you blowing me a kiss, or is that for everyone? That's for everyone. Sorry, Michael. Josh Gatbrell Barad, good evening to you. I want Castle to start. Both Castle and Vassell were thriving when Castle was starting. I think so. Yeah, to Sangre liking. Uh, St. Augustine, I mean, if the Spurs finish where they are right now in the 11th spot, that would make them a lottery team. And if we can get a top 3 pick in this draft, then a roster, that's the missing piece. Because I hope, and I sincerely mean this, as much as I've given Vassell flack, I'm hoping we're only missing one piece in the starting lineup. In our starting lineup over the next decade, a championship lineup is Wemby, of course, Sohan, Vassell, Castle, insert player here. Clearly, I think we're missing a forward on that end, but everybody's got to develop like we want them to. And some of you made some good points in the video we did today for the. And I say we, yeah, we did it for the channel today. Is I think a lot of us are happy with the Spurs progression this year. They're at 15 wins. It took them till what, February last year to get to 15 wins. However, we're only seeing a few players get better. Wemby obviously has taken a big leap from last year. Sohan has improved, and then you're seeing other players kind of stay the course or get worse. And that's the frustrating thing. It's like, wait, if you guys were also getting better instead of regressing, this team probably would have a few more wins. We've definitely got some games on this schedule that they should have won, and they did not. I think the Spurs should be at least 17 wins, maybe 18, but it is what it is. I mean, that's sports. You're going to win games you shouldn't and lose games or you're going to lose games you shouldn't and win games you shouldn't as well. That all sounded rough. Sounds, I mean, I don't know what's going on pop at all. Regis, good evening. I'm all thrown off now from that Christmas Eve game because I was saying good afternoon all day, and now I'm back to good evening. He was the guy before we got the guy, so need more from Vassell. He was the guy before we got the guy. Well, Kellen Johnson was the guy, and then Vassell was the guy. Well, yeah, Kellen was the guy. But was Vassell ever the guy? Because Kellen scored 22 points per game in that first 22 and 60 year, and then the next year it was Wemby's rookie year. He was our leading scorer. So I guess Vassell was never the guy, but he was always the number 2 guy. And I thought, this is what's frustrating. Wemby is playing so well and drawing so much attention. Sohan has done better, getting a lot of alley-oops from Wemby. But I thought Kelman and Vassell would be better on the court with Wemby out there, but they seem to have kind of stayed the course or in some instances regressed. Kelman's 3-point shooting is awful this year. The Spurs better build up their stock. The trade deadline is coming up February 8th. Is it February 8th? I thought it was the All-Star break. Is the All-Star break early? Isabel, you are awake. You'll hang around for quarter one. Well, good evening. Lele Spurs. Falcon Lord, what's going on? Do you think we should actually trade for Darren Fox? He's got a huge contract. He's a good player. He's going to also be one of those players in the roster that's not a great 3-point shooter. However, maybe having Wemby with him might open up the floor more. Maybe he'll even be better. I don't know. It depends what they'd want. Is it a sure thing that we can get him on? I assume it would be a contract, a sign and trade deal if that was going to happen. It really depends on what we have to give up. I wouldn't be opposed to getting him, but you guys know I'm old school. I like building to the draft. When you look at this wall, every one of those players was drafted by the San Antonio Spurs. So I'm old school on that. Maybe my old school stubborn thinking would never get the Spurs a win if I was a coach. Good evening, Jared. Marcel has no excuses. Okay, that's fair. I like it. No to Fox. What's up, the Medicare guys? It always annoys me that they say the game at 4:30 and we are still 5 minutes. Oh, Bobby, Alvin, what's going on? I 100% agree. The game's supposed to start at 7:30. It's 7:41 my time. What's going on here? All right, Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Jeremy Soin, Victor Wembanyama, the usual starting five. For the Nets, it's Shake Milton, Keon Johnson, Jalen Wilson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Nick Claxton. The Nets using their 16th different starting lineup this year. Oh my Lanta, the players on the court. And away we go. Spurs win the jump ball. Wemby should go big tonight. Soon as Savior, I saw he's 6 on the MVP ladder. He's about to crawl to the top 5. Amazing. Vassell, free throw line jumper, first shot of the game, no good. Sohan, the Green Monster with the rebound, kicks it out. Barnes for 3, no good. Okay. Man, they got the light. Is it just me? If you're watching on the S network, do they have or any network or any channel, are the lights cranked up right now at the Barclays Center? Or maybe that's just my feed, but man, it seems really bright as opposed to everything else I've been watching. It is Nets ball, and it's Nets ball. Greetings, Rico. Cannon explosion. What's going on? M Easy, what's up? I looked away, and there's a bucket already for the Nets, and this is an absolute must win. We cannot lose to a team that's missing pretty much all their best players. Well, we can lose to a team that's missing most of their best players, but we best damn well by not. Vassell with the ball again, gets it to Wemby. Wemby's going to throw it down. Wemby put his hand up, and Vassell saw him. Nice job getting the man the ball, and we are on the board.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
All right, there we go. It's cutting off Johnson on the bottom there. I looked away, and the Nets scored again. Jalen Wilson with the bucket. It is 4-2. Wemby thinks about the 3, instead gets it over to Barnes. Barnes going to drive in the paint. Layup is no good. There's somebody that needs to step it up. Barnes, you've been invisible lately, really since that Western Conference Player of the Week. There's a air ball or a pass to Nick Claxton. I'm not sure. Nick with the ball right now, drives in the paint, kicks it out. Open 3 is no good. And a fight for the board, and finally the Spurs will get the rebound. CP3 will bring it up for the Spurs, down 4-2, 10 minutes to go. Vassell open for 3, takes the 3, makes the 3. On the couch, well, Mikey, obviously Coyote and Headman Grogu, along with Selena, of course. Well, must win this is a game the Spurs should win. This is a team that has been decimated with injuries. The Nets are on a back-to-back. No excuses for tonight. Drive, layup, no good. And the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Brooklyn. Yo, Raul. Spurs wearing their light blue unis. I'm not a big fan of these. I'm not a big fan of these. Yes, Barnes doesn't contribute. Yeah, it's not a must-win in regards to playoff seeding or any of that type of thing, but we're 100% healthy. This team is ravaged with injuries. You should not be getting beat by their second and third unit. At the buzzer, Jalen Wilson with a huge 3. And now a foul down the other end away from the ball. My clock's not running. Clock, get going. There we go. What's up, Rizzy? I'm not a big fan of these unis yet. I don't hate them. I don't know. I think I'm neutral on them. Spurs ball. The Green Monster with the ball will get it to Wemby. You know what we haven't seen a lot lately is Wemby and turnover by Vassell. Lost the dribble. It is Brooklyn ball. I'm having a hard time picking out the numbers on these Nets jerseys. I don't like it. You have a white number on a jersey that's black, gray, and white in a mishmash of colors. And if somebody that doesn't recognize half the players on the team, it's hard seeing their numbers so I can call them out. Turnover by the Nets. Devin Vassell will get credit for the steal. It's Spurs ball. They're down by 2, 7-5. Barnes in the paint. Out to CP3. Over to a wide open Vassell. Vassell for three. Back rim, no good. German, you could have got that offensive rebound if you put a little hustle on it. Come on, buddy. Nets ball. If he just went for it, I think he could have got it. But he just kind of, I don't know, he's kind of waited and then Nets got the ball. There's an alley oop and it's broken up by Wemby. Claxton was supposed to be the recipient. It is Spurs ball. Sohan drives in the paint and gets fouled. Embrace change. Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Early hangover uniforms, but the Nets uniforms are killing me because as a person that watches none of their games, I can't recognize their players by their face, so I need to look at their numbers to know who they are, and their numbers are very hard to read. Vassal's pineapple one is. I don't know all the Spurs guys. I don't need the Spurs. I know, but so yes, our guys I know by appearance, but the opposing teams when their numbers are hard to read, it really screws me up. It's not Jeremy made them both. I turned away for a second, but it's showing. Did he miss the first one? Ah, bugger. Butterfly, what's going on? Oh, yes. Don't forget the thumbs up. It is the way to become an official member of TSR Sports. Pop, what's it look like? Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Medicare, I can read them. They're hard to read. They don't pop, no pun intended, like other uniforms. It is Nets ball. Shot clock is expiring. That pull-up jumper is no good by Claxton, and it's going to be Spurs ball down by one, so I guess he did miss a free throw. CP3 to Wemby for three. No good. VNR, Go Spurs, go to you. 500 likes, Butterfly. Well, that would be amazing. And nope, not an alley-oop, but that's natural goal for an alley-oop. Instead, Claxton's going to pull up a jumper after a little ball movement, and Spurs are down 9-6. Kevon Looney? Is he on a trade block? Are the Warriors looking to move away from him? He's a pretty solid rebounder, but I don't know a lot about him. Sohan over to CP3. He'll take a three in the corner. No good. Okay. Offense starting a little, are they play? Okay, so Medicare is not just me. Thank you. Are they playing under a 10,000 watt spotlight? Thank you. I was going to say, doesn't it seem like this game is very bright on the court? There's an alley-oop, and Claxton will throw it down, and the Spurs are down 11-6, and Mitch Johnson is calling a timeout. What a sluggish start. Christmas, Butterfly, just another day. I have to hang out with a lot of you guys. We was actually surprised, and I want to thank you guys for coming in and stopping in the stream Christmas Day. I had originally thought the stream would be lucky to get around 5,000 views due to the holiday, but it more than doubled that, and I was like, wow, we actually had a good stream. It was a fun game until the ending, so thank you all for that, and thank you all to those of you who are hanging out tonight. It is super bright. Thank you, Hugo. It's okay, good. I swore I thought it was my TV or Fubo Sports, which I'm streaming on, but okay, it is the game. I'm going to a huge comic book show tomorrow. A local dealer is having a massive sale. He bought a ginormous collection. I'm very excited for that. Two of my friends are going. We're all bringing two short boxes, and I think my plan is just if I see a title I collect, grab all of it and figure out which issue I need later on. I can't sit there with my book because I think there's gonna be like 100 people going to this. And the last time I went to a warehouse sale like this, it was just yeah, feeding frenzy. People were just grabbing books left and right. So I got to be like that. I got to grab stuff and then just figure out if I need it later on. You had to buy a refrigerator. I hate buying stuff like that, like washers, dryers, refrigerators, stoves. No, not interested. Chris Paul and Vassell starting up are liabilities on defense. And Paul is scrappy, but he's not an All NBA defender like he was a decade ago. He's older, he's slower, he's still very knowledgeable. Vassell, his defense has been a surprise that it hasn't come around the way I thought it would. His initial scouting report years ago said that he's going to be a 3D player, develop into that type of player. Strong defense, strong 3-point shot, and the offense has developed with the Spurs, but the defense has stayed kind of here. It hasn't gone up at all. Michael Harrison Barnes I'm losing faith in him day by day. Leo, what's going on? Rainy Christmas? What state are you in? Looney has been one of the best rebounders in the league for a while. Has he? On like a permanent basis, I'm guessing. I don't even know who should be starting anymore. This bench sucks, and if you start, poop. I think we've been hurting removing Castle from the starting lineup for Devin. Maybe. Butterfly, appreciate that. Kawhi Leonard's debut is on January 4th. Nolan, what's going on? He does. But no, I'm not trying to beat up on Devin Vassell. I just maybe my expectations were too high, but he is the highest played player on the team, so I think we should expect more. Uh yes, Rob, that was actually good memory. That was originally the plan. Something came up and I ended up streaming the game here. So things happen. Worked out good though, right? We had a fun game. If Free he's definitely getting paid starter money. It is Spurs ball. Speaking of Devin, he has the ball right now for the Spurs. Devin on the logo, 15 on the shot clock. Gets it over to CP3. Can't believe we only have 6 points so far. Chris Paul driving the paint. Gets it to Jeremy. Jeremy back to Devin. 4 on the shot clock. Devin with the pull up in the paint. Short, no good. Nets ball. Wow. Paulo watching all the way from France. Awesome. I think if Vassell has another bad game tonight, he is going to get thrown over the ringers by Spurs fans because he's not performing up to his contract. That's all I'll say at the moment. I know he's been having a lot of injury issues, so maybe the injuries are. Well, they just showed Ben Simmons. Speaking of not performing up to their contract, are we going with the small ball lineup again? Oh, for the love of really? Who did Charles Bassey make angry? Why is he not playing? We're not getting Kawhi back. Shake Milton. This is guys. What are we doing with this lineup? It clearly doesn't work. Jeremy at center did not work the last 2 games. Why are we doing it? Sewing with the ball right now. Layup in the paint. No good. Spurs get the offensive rebound. Barnes with it right now. Out to Kelvin. Kelvin's going to take off into the paint. The runner is no good. We can't buy a bucket. I don't like this lineup either. I really don't like this lineup. I like our guys. I want our guys to win. This lineup ain't him, as you kids say these days. We're down third. We have 6 freaking points. Almost 7 minutes through the first quarter. 6. And a shot clock violation for the Nets. They cannot get a shot off. I'm starting to wonder about our second unit. Eric, I like Mitch at the start of his tenure, but lately, I I, I don't like questioning the coach, but my eyeballs. Oh, Stefan Castle, that was a rough shot. Keldon with the offensive rebound put back. We finally scored. It feels like it's been a while. Yeah, St. Augustine, I found that a lot with Castles. He makes nice moves, but sometimes the shot isn't there. He's a very young player. Holy moly. Huge alley oop to Claxton. Can we get Bassey in there? Seriously? Barnes fakes the three, gets in the paint, out to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off. Back to Kelman. Kelman with the runner. No good. Oof, I missed the dunk by Claxton. I was thrown off by the power. More power. Milton for three, no good. Spurs ball. WZH, maybe. It's double pineapple power tonight, by the way, guys. Castle has his hair back up on the pineapple. It's a little pineapple, though. Sohan with the ball. 5 on the shot clock. Over to Vassell. We're gonna have a 4 shot here in a moment. Vassell at the free throw line. Tough shot, no good. And a whistle. Timeout Nets. Hey, Middle, this is a rough start. I don't like being negative, but I don't like this small ball lineup we're going with. It clearly did not work the last 2 games. What's the definition of insanity? Trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? McD, I don't know what this lineup is. Vassell getting outplayed by Shake Milton and Keon Johnson. Is Keon Johnson related to Keldon at all? Probably not. Colin, what's going on? Who the hell thinks Kawhi would be good? No, Kawhi. That dude cannot stay healthy. He's going to require a huge contract. No, 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 no. Oh, mamma mia, Kawhi, don't come here. I don't know. Yes, follower, he can. Butterfly, you can't find the game? Is it right here?
Sucker!
Ultimate. It's the lineups. Sohan, Barnes, Vassell, Johnson, Castle. That lineup has shown to not be very good the last few games. Yet we're going with it. Kelvin needs to sleep with the ball and have no life like I did. Oh, Wilson, you're talking about when you have to sleep with your weapon. I had to do that too. That was in basic, right? Was it like a 3-day thing. You had to sleep with your weapon. You had rations. It was getting you ready for getting you ready. It's fitting they wear black and white because this team is night and day. If you aren't kidding, if we lose this game, damn game, blow it up. Wemby definitely hitting the under. Has Wemby does Wemby have like two? Has he scored? Spurs are 3 of 16 right now. No, hello there. We're going with the small ball. Jeremy Sohan's playing the center, and he's not a center. This timeout from the Nets saved us. We are circus out there. The lineup got no flow. No, it doesn't. Christy, what's going on? Small ball with two non-shooters. Yeah. This is not the Golden State Warriors small ball, my friends. This is not Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I mean, Michael, when Wemby subs out, our team is generally not very good. Chicken Nuggies, what's going on? 8 points in 8 minutes. Michael, that's yeah, that's a thing. 8 points in 8 minutes. I don't know what's going on, Bassie. Bring the flavor. Julian Champagnie grew up in Brooklyn. Stefan Castle grew up in New York City. Oh, they both grew up in New York. Did not know that. Stacy Castle's a 1990s New York City hoops legend. I knew his dad played ball. Castle won a ring with the Yukon men's basketball team last season. The Nets aren't good, Butterfly. They're missing like everybody. Blake Wesley and Malachi Branham not getting minutes. Michael, I hope Wemby does go off. I'm not going to read the rest of that, but I hope he does go off. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're still running Sohan at the center at the 5. Okay, well, all right, that's a thing. That's a missed layup for the Nets. Spurs on the run. Vassell bring it up, drops it off to Castle. Castle for 3. No good. Castle's pineapple is so little. I like it when you have the longer pineapple. It's a little baby pineapple. Grow your pineapple out, buddy. Yeah, I might struggle with some of these Nets players as they go deep in their bench because they are missing a ton of guys tonight. I do see Noah Clowney in there. Recognize him. Well, recognize his hair. Champagnie's checking in for the Spurs. Nets with the ball in the paint. Turnaround Jay is going to roll around and roll off the rim. Sohan with the rebound. And he will bring it up for the Spurs. Over to Vassell. And that's when Wemby's off the court. Somebody's got to score for us. Kelman drives in the paint, gets blocked by the rim. Sohan gets blocked by another player. We are making the Nets look good. We really are. Will, I don't know what's going on. Toby, what's up? And MEZ Brooklyn is playing harder than we are right now. A lot harder. Mamu appears to be in the doghouse too. He's not getting any minutes. Blake Wesley, Malachi. I mean, I get why Malachi's not. He's just not good. They took a bucket away from the Nets, or did I have one too many? Keon Johnson for 3 to go. I'm sorry, I don't know where I got that extra bucket from the Nets. It's 15-8 now, and this is a G League team. Kellen's 1 of 5 already. Pass Kellen in the paint. This is another one. Maybe that was the 5th one. I usually am a little behind you guys. This is bad. Runner in the paint's no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to stay with Brooklyn. We're at 15-8. We are losing to a G League team. We actually are. Caesar, I'm not going to read that out loud, but yeah. Yes, we got 8. 8, 8 effing points. Trey Jones checked in for the Spurs. I don't know who that is for the Nets. Number 13. Martin. Martin for 3. Wemby's going to take a three of his own. No good. Wow, guys, I don't know what to say. This is rough. Like, this is actually rough. That's a miss for the Nets. Keldon with the rebound. We do need to wake up. My goodness. Castle in the paint throws it up. No good. Wemby goes down after the play. I think he got hit in the face. Three from down the other end's no good. And we're going to have a foul on the Spurs. This is. After being. Oh, is that what it was, Alexis? Thank you. I was wondering, like, where'd the bucket go? Like, what? I for sure thought it was 17-8. Then magically it was just 15-8. So appreciate that. Thank you. Don't worry, we'll lead by 20 by the end of the second quarter. This is one of the worst first quarters we've seen in a while, and we're not. It's a bad team. It's not like we're playing the Denver Nuggets or the Oklahoma City Thunder or the Boston Celtics. We're just getting beat by a bad team. Martin with another pull up from the elbow. We're down double digits to these dudes. We have 0 points in the last 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Will anybody step up for the Spurs? Castle in the paint throws up a tough shot. No good. Gets his own miss. And he's finally going to get fouled. Brian, what's going on? Holy ish is right. Depleted mind, what's up? Well, we need some chuck. That's what we need. We need to get chucked. Castle's going to go to the line. Oh, wait, you know, his pineapple's actually still kind of big. My bad. This other, Noah Clowney's got a pineapple too. There's a lot of pineapples out there tonight. Respect to the pineapples. Castle missed a free throw. Dragon, oddly enough, I just gave a chuck. Showing up, it feels like it. Is Weenie? Who's Weenie, Top Hustle? Do you mean Wemby still good for 20? God, I hope he gets at least 20. He missed them both. Oh, Stefan. We've now been scoreless in over 4 minutes. Can we get to 10? Can we get to double digits, guys? Is this Martin guy? He is eating us up right now. The Nets are on a 9-0 run in the last 4 minutes. We are down 22-8 to a team that's missing half their roster. Jones to Champagnie. Champagnie to Keldon from the corner. Keldon's three is off. Did they watch the TSR Sports video today and say, you know what, screw it, we're all going to tank? Patrick, do you really think De'Aaron Fox is going to make this team better? Martin for three, no good. Keldon with the half-court three. That he makes! That shot he makes! You can't make one 18 feet away, but near half-court you can. Right, Michael? You can't make it around the rim, but half-court, I got it. Listen, De'Aaron Fox is a very good player. Does he get us there? No, I don't think so. And if we're going to give up way too many assets and not get there, then you guys remember Luka Doncic's early years when they brought in Kristaps Porzingis? I don't want to rush the rebuild, but I do agree this roster ain't quite doing it. Spurgood Marshall with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Let me read that. We really don't have dogs on our team. Keldon is the only one aggressive one. Is the only person too passive. It's like we don't care, or too timid. We need a real dog out there. Yeah. I think some of our guys have fire, but it's inconsistent. The passion needs to be there every night. You just can't come out and be down by a double digits and then decide to eventually turn it on. And then when you turn it on, it's way too late. And we've seen that in a lot of games where they're down, and then they finally start coming back in the fourth quarter and run out of time. How are the Spurs going? Great. We have a green hair guy who can't shoot. He plays point guard and center, even though there's only positions where we have good. Back to Gomez. Selena, yeah. R33. I don't know why we're running lineups with Sohan at center. I am totally lost on this. Those should be those. They should penalty shots from half court, and it no. Vassell, Johnson, Sohan, Castle picks are all good. Stefan Castle, a trade piece? Michael Thomas, we just got him. Are you giving up on him already? Definitely don't want to do that. Kellen's taking 8 shots already? Dang. I said he only took 2 shots in the loss against the Knicks. He must have heard it. Jose, I don't know where Pop is, but he ain't out there tonight. Yeah, keep Castle. That can't be giving up your 4th overall pick already. If the Spurs traded Stephon Castle at the trade deadline, I would be livid. That would no, you can't do that. What's Arn? Hello from the Philippines to you. I don't think Bassey's injured. Okay, got you over there. Okay. I mean, I do agree we need to trade Collins, Eric. I just don't know if is he tradable? CP3's back on the court, and he's back on the court with Trey Jones. Why? 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 Champagnie for 3 and 1. Oh, he's down and staying down. Is he all right? But again, can I just say, why Trey Jones and Chris Paul? They're both point guards. They're both 6 feet tall or 6'1". I'm bigger than both those dudes. Oh, they're going to check for a flagrant. Didn't give Champagnie a chance to land. You know, the infringement on the landing zone, if you will. Champagnie's been. I know fans are really hard on him for the 2 turnovers he had at the end of the Sixers game. I get that. But he's also been shooting really well lately, and we're not even in that Sixers game if he's not shooting that well. Yeah, pull the Jaja, exactly. Look, I I try not to be critical of this team and stay positive, but this literally makes no sense. Who the hell's our center right now? Harrison, but what are we doing? Look at this lineup. What is this lineup? Oh, Wemby's on there. Okay, Wemby just came on there. That was Barnes. So just for a moment there, to start off the quarter, we had Barnes at center or Champagnie at center, or maybe ESPN was wrong, but still, Trey Jones and Chris Paul White. Reckless closeout. Flagrant foul. All right, Jeremiah, you got it.
Sucker!
Yes, Sirski? I don't know. Bonjour. Casimir, I like Mitch how he started, but lately some of the lineup decisions he's making has me going, why? And that's going to be a 4-point play and possession. All right. Uh, so Patrick, I want you to think about all the other teams the last few years who brought in a star from another team and how's it worked out. It generally doesn't work. You can't just take players that are good one. Look at DeJounte Murray. How'd that work out in Atlanta? Not as good as Darren Fox, but Atlanta gave up a boatload for him, thinking he was the missing piece. He ain't even there anymore. You can't just take a player that's a star somewhere and drop him in, and it's going to magically work. Maybe it would. Maybe it would. But then if you trade a bunch of assets for Darren Fox and he's a bust here, now you're setting your franchise back. And that's what I worry about with players that come from other teams. Kellen Johnson misses. Foul going to go to the line. I do like Kellen attacking, yes. Bro, they're giving minutes to Reese Beekman? Who the hell's that? Would I trade Harrison Barnes for Trey Lyles? I would rather neither of those. Wilson, I'm not familiar with lockdown Spurs. Anything is better than nothing. You don't want to give up a lot of assets unless you're 100% sure he's the guy. If you truly believe Darren Fox is 100% the guy for us, then I respect your opinion. I don't agree with it, but I respect your opinion. He's a bad 3-point shooter. He's a 33% 3-point shooter. And one thing I've heard a lot on this channel over the last few years is our floor spacing sucks and we have non-shooters. We're going to bring in another guy that can't shoot the three. So we're going to have Sohan starting with Fox and Castle at some point. And what's our lineup? Sohan, Fox, Vassell, Castle, and Wemby. We have three non-shooters around Wemby. Speaking of non-shooting, that's an air ball for the Nets. No, Barnes is that Martin with the air ball. Barnes cannot go back to the Kings. Come on, Spurs. We're only down by 5. We were down by what, 12 at one point? Champagnie for 3? Man, he's been on fire. He has been shooting really well lately, and I'm glad he is. He's on a very team-friendly contract, $3 million a year, still a young player, and he's firing at will, and he's making them. It is Nets ball. They only are up by 2 now. Clowney no good. Hey, look at that. An offensive rebound for the Nets. That's one thing we do not do well is we give up a lot of offensive rebounds. That was a horrible looking three and another offensive board for the Nets. Wemby's jersey was just grabbed by a Nets player and the refs did not see it. Doesn't matter. Champagnie gets a steal, so it's going to be Spurs ball with a chance to tie it up. Bronny James. No, no, no. No, no, Bronny. 4 turnovers for the Nets, only 1 for the Spurs. So we have been doing that right tonight. Wemby with the ball. Let's see if we can get him going. In the paint, way off balance shot, no good. Penny will probably get a better contract. Absolutely. Are we allergic to offensive rebounds? Pachero, yes, we are. I looked away, and that was a miss by the Nets. Kelvin flies up in there and grabs the rebound. Pajama Party, I've seen some people talking about who's the guy with the Bulls? Big guy, the refrigerator. Wemby's going to get fouled if he drives to the rim. Valanciunas is going to be a free agent. He's 32, but he's on a team-friendly contract. I would trade Zach Collins for him, but I don't. The Bulls aren't going to do that. Lucas Samanic, stop. Yes, 40 minutes of playoffs, indeed. I agree. Vucevic. Thank you, Toby. I got my guys confused. Wemby's not trending the boards. It's crazy. He's just on there. He's got 2 point. He's got 0 rebounds. Wemby has 0 rebounds right now. Wemby for 3, no good. And I looked away, and the Nets scored. That was Jalen Wilson with the bucket, I think, for the Nets. I'm sorry, I don't know a lot of these Nets guys. They're deep into their bench tonight. Champagnie for 3 again. Oh, Julian! He's hit 3 threes in a row. We have Bassie. I don't know why we're not using him. 1 point games, Spurs fans. As bad as our shooting is, Julian Champagnie's actually keeping us in the game. He's got what, almost half our points? 10 points, right? Turnover Nets. Wemby seen Charles, I'm sure he hated losing that game. He had to have. Thano Champagnie. Fine, I'll do it myself. That was I don't like Age of Ultron. My least favorite Avengers movie out of the 4. But oh my gosh, that ending scene, that the bonus credit scene, or whatever you want to call it, where he grabs a gauntlet and has that line. I was marking out in the theater. That scene was incredible. Champagnie's way better than last year, Dragon. He's not as passive. Trey Jones going on the line for 2. Are we in the bonus already? I didn't think that was a shooting foul, but you know what? We tied it up. Another with a $2 super chat says the NBA Finals was 2 teams that traded for stars. Let's see, it was the Mavericks, brought Kyrie in. All right, I'm gonna say I'm not a Kyrie Irving fan. Him and De'Aaron Fox, one of these things is not like the other. The Celtics had Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, so they had 2 guys already. They did bring in Porzingis, but I don't think he really contributed a lot to their playoff run. Wasn't he hurt? A lot of that. Porzingis, I put more in line with Fox on impact, if you will. But I can't compare Kyrie Irving to De'Aaron Fox. Those are not the same wavelength, in my opinion. That's a drive and a miss for the Nets, and now another foul. Foul Wemby? Planet, I'm surprised he's struggling to get boards tonight. Oh, went out of bounds. Couldn't grab the board and hit the line. If I could bring a player in the NBA right now that used to play for the Spurs back to the Spurs, oh, that's a good question. Uh, Jeez. Wilson, no good. Ball's gonna go out of bounds, and that will be Spurs ball. A guy that used to play for the Spurs. Wemby with an alley oop to Harrison Barnes. All right. Okay.
Thunder, thunder, thunder.
Thunder, dunk of justice. K debates Diop, KBNE. If I could put one big on our team from the NBA, I don't know if our future we're better suited with Sohan at the three, Wemby at the four, and somebody playing naturally at the five, or if Wemby should play the five and Sohan's at the three or four. I expect our future to be Wemby, Sohan, Vassell, and Castle. Castle at the one, Vassell at the two. Sohan somewhere at the three and four. I believe he played the three in college though. I don't. I mean, isn't there's some good bigs in this upcoming draft, aren't there? Well, listen, I know a lot of people want to bring a star in. I just like last year was Trey Young, right? Would Trey Young make this team better? Yes, but would we be like a finals contender? I don't think so. Not now at least. I think Wemby's going to continue to get better. What do you remember? Wemby's still in only his second year. He's going to be 21 next month. He's not in his prime yet. And if you're bringing in Darren Fox, he's a point guard, is he not? So what do you do with Stefan Castle? Didn't we not draft him to be our point guard of the future? Or is that now he's not a shooting guard? At least not right now. He doesn't shoot well enough. And if he goes to shooting guard, then what do you do with Devin Vassell? Are you shipping him off the team? Are you moving him to small forward? No, I mean he doesn't shoot well enough. There is that. Nowhere near well enough. Luminex, this is a 48-minute game. It's a very low scoring game. Would love to have Nick Claxton, Jared Allen, or Aaron Gordon type. Claxton's playing tonight. He's one of the few guys. A lot of people mention Zach LaVine. It's the injuries. He's very injury prone, and injury prone players with large contracts. I just did a video on the channel with I don't believe Fox has had injury issues, has he? But the other two guys, Jimmy Butler and Brandon Ingram, miss a lot of games. And those are huge contracts. And one thing I don't want to see the Spurs do is give a huge contract to a guy that plays 50 to 60 games a year. Wemby is tall as ish, and he's got no rebounds. He's 1 of 5 from the field, no rebounds, taking 3-point. Wemby, start dunking the ball. Somebody alley oop it to Wemby for crying out loud, right? You're like 8 feet tall, Wemby. Dunk it. Wemby's not old enough to drink yet. That's a good point. Lemon flavored bleach. What's going to go? Spurs go times 3,000. Okay. Wemby looks like he's tired. Do you think from the game on Christmas? I hope not. He's only 20. Right? Donald, what's going on? Fred, what's up? You can drink at 18. That's right, the Frenchman. Not old enough in the US. You're right. It is Nets ball. They are down by 3. And that. Who was that scored? Oh, Dorian Finney-Smith in the paint. Threw it up over the long hand of Wemby. All right, July 26th. I'll show the game.
Sucker!
Wilson says we need more likes. I agree. Champagnie for 3 finally missed one. We can't get an offensive rebound, but yes, we have a pretty good crowd in here. Can we get to 150 thumbs up before halftime? The thumbs up is the official member and sponsorship of TSR Sports. Would appreciate if you'd hit it. Go! We have a foul on the Spurs. It's on Trey Jones. Wemby doesn't look tired. He looks. Oh, okay. Don't worry about spelling. I got it. Spurs get us. I don't think we're going to make a big trade, guys. I honestly don't. It's generally not the Spurs way. Our biggest trade in my lifetime is Kawhi Leonard for DeMar DeRozan and company. And that was not necessarily a trade that they wanted to make. It was a trade they had to because Kawhi wanted out. When you look at other trades, we've traded DeJounte Murray, Derek White, but what the biggest player we brought in was as a free agent was LaMarcus Aldridge in my lifetime. We're not the type of team that makes huge trades. If they make one, I'll be surprised and do a video on it ASAP. Second free throw is no good from the Nets. All tied up at 27. So are we shooting 25% from the field? Jeez. Nobody's giving up 80 Ant or Booker for no, Patrick, they're not. I would love Anthony Edwards. And Jeremy Sohan's going to get fouled. We need to get rich. I have Sohan here, July 26th. I just don't have it with me tonight. The Spurs are the visiting team. And are we going small? Oh my gosh, we are going small again. So you got Sohan. Sohan's the only non-shooter out there. I mean, the other guys can all shoot threes, but I don't understand why Jeremy Sohan at the center again. Why? I don't know. Debbie says Wemmy's better at the four. You think like more of a bigger Kevin Durant, which he's been likened to. Sohan makes both his one-handed free throws. Yay! My word, the Spurs turned it. Ooh, Billy, that's actually a good analogy. Early LeBron James, Cavaliers, and Wemby leave. I hope that doesn't happen, but I see where you're coming from on that. It is Brooklyn ball. BB, Brooklyn ball. Get it? See what I did there? Day'Ron Sharp into the paint and throws it down hard with two hands. And now a turnover by the Spurs just goes out of bounds. Patrick, yes. Day'Ron Sharp just went right around. I mean, Day'Ron looks like a much bigger guy than Devin Vassell. Went around him easily and just threw it down. Jose, I don't think Vassell's straight trash. Inconsistent would be a fair. A bunch of whistles now. The Derek White trade really. Gawala. Derek White at the time was not playing well for the Spurs. He wasn't. He was also dealing with a lot of injuries. At the time, it made sense. Hindsight being 2020, it now looks like a terrible trade. And what do we get for it? Josh Richardson, no longer with the Spurs. Is part of the backboard broken? There's like a pole or something. There's part of the backboard sticking out. It's broken. Yep, they're bringing out the people's ladder. I wish, Tommy. So the Derek White trade looks bad in retrospect. It does. The DeJounte Murray trade looks great. Well, let's talk about Derek White. Yes, now Sean Michael. Let's not forget. At the time, DeJounte Murray was our starting point guard. Thought he was a point guard of the future, so I understand why they passed on Tyrese Halliburton. Yes, William Jimmy, the people's ladder. Mitch Johnson is turning the Nets into prime Shaq. We still haven't gotten the ladder. There really is that big ladder they use for the Dudley Boys. The people's ladder's out. What's up, road trip? I want to look up Derek White. I want to talk about that for a moment because that's one that Spurs fans don't agree on. Some Spurs fans, a lot of Spurs fans say we should never trade him. I'm going to defend Brian White just a little bit here. Bear with me a moment. So we look at Derek White's career with the Spurs. In 2021, he was shooting 41% from the field. His shooting splits were 41, 35, 85, averaging 15 points a game, but he only played in 36 games, was ravaged with injuries. The next year, he wasn't much better. In 49 games with the Spurs, he was shooting about 43, 31, 87, 14 points a game. Yes, he was great at, good defender, fantastic at taking charges. 27, had a contract extension coming up. I see why the Spurs moved on from him. When he went to Boston that year, he actually didn't play great either. His shooting splits were 41, 31, 85, and he only averaged 11 points per game in 26 games. So that first year with Boston, he wasn't doing anything special. He must have got healthy in the offseason, and the last two seasons, he's been fantastic. 15 points a game last season. This season, he's averaging a career high 17, while both years shooting close to 40% from three. Yeah, his three-point shooting's actually jumped up a lot with Boston. The 3 years of Boston, he's been at 38%, 39%, 39%. With the Spurs, 30, 37, 35, 31. So, I mean, They had Vassell. I'm assuming they thought Devin was the guy of the future. He hasn't quite gotten to that point. I mean, he's our starting point guard, but he's certainly not considered. Wow, they just stuck that part that was popping off and stuck it in like an O-ring, and there it is. Oh, that was it was on Jaron Sharp. Daron Sharp dunk. He broke it. Mini Shaq. I don't know why Bassey's not playing. And Michael Thomas, yes, the Celtics roster is stacked right now. It's so cringe to watch this game. These guys on the Nets are G League players, and we are getting schooled. Well, Pedro, that's a fair point too. Derek White is playing with the best team in the NBA, so that's going to help him excel. We were a team that was in a rebuild, so that's a very fair point. When Derek was here, DeMar DeRozan was our best player. He's got Tatum and Brown over in Boston and Porzingis now. So yes, he's playing on a much better team. He's playing on a championship team. So the best team in the NBA. It is Nets ball. We're all tied up at 29, 6.5 minutes to go. Sharp with the ball again, 1-on-1 with Sohan. Passes it out. And they're going to kick it out for a three. At the buzzer, the three is no good. It's just going to go out of bounds. That three was by Wilson. Wilson! Spurs ball. Was Vassell's 1 of 7? I don't know what he did, Jose. They did choose Vassell over White. That means they did. Not looking like a good move at the moment. Vassell's nowhere near the defender Derek White is. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. Missed another one. And it's Nets ball. Will Zhang, I would love for them to be playing at their best, which they aren't at all at this moment. A drive and a miss, and a fight for the boards, and a block by Sohan. Jeremy Sohan with the no, in my house. Barnes draws all sorts of contact in the paint, throws up the ball, going to miss, and we're going to have 2 free throws coming up for HB. Victor's on the bench, Andy, but he's having a very, very, very quiet night. But Barnes, Vassell, and Wemby are 3 of 15. That's 20%. Kids, that's not very good. Not very good at all. Koala, I don't think so. Harrison Barnes missed the first free throw. Kellen's going to check back in. I mean, all 3 of those guys have very, very minimal trade value. Brown's contract is going to be extremely hard to move with him playing a career low in minutes. Bassey, pretty much no trade value. Mamu, no trade value. I'm not trying to knock those players, but if they're not cracking minute, cracking the rotation here and getting any minutes, then they're probably not getting any minutes anywhere else. Marco, good evening to you. This game is awful. The offenses are terrible. Keon Johnson with a beautiful save before the ball goes out of bounds, and it hits the 3. The Nets are up by 2. And we got the small ball lineup with Sohan at center. Barnes in the paint. Shot rolls off the rim. Fouled, going on the line for 2. Spurs are in the bonus. There is a lid on the rim. Bouye. The Bouye! I like his name. Yeah, 3 counted. When he jumped to save the ball, I'm guessing they didn't consider that possession until he landed. Barnes makes the first free throw. We need the Bouye. Where is Bouye? He's with Austin, right? Jamari Bouye? Is he with the Austin Spurs still? Barnes should not be a starter, Patrick. I agree. Outside of one amazing week and a few good games here and there, he's been more bad than good. Spurs have shot 15 free throws already. The Nets have only taken 2. Shake Milton with a long 3. Riley Minix is in Austin. Okay, we have another foul. Wow, the refs are calling a lot of fouls, and I'm not a fan of whistle. Wilson, I'd like to hear what Mitch Johnson has to say. The half is 2. The greatest clips, Wemby's struggling tonight. I'm not cool with the Nets stealing the Spurs colors. First they went to silver and black. Now they have the Fiesta colors on their court. Wait, do they have the Fiesta in the court? Robert, Homer, what's going on? Those do remind me a little of the camo Spurs jerseys a few years back. I mean, Riley Minix at Selena should come off the bench. Minix is a shooter. By the way, Castle just missed another free throw. Is he 0 for 3 tonight? Man, you guys start taking 500 free throws already. This is the day, Stefan. He made the second one. Around the jump ball circle. Oh, okay, Robert. Let me I see it. A little bit. A little bit. The aqua, the orange. Yep. I see what you're saying. I see where you're going. Nets ball. We're down. We have 33 points. This 3-pointer by the Nets is no good. Sohan with the rebound. I don't like this Sohan center lineup. And the Spurs turn the ball over. Trae Young is point guard. Castle is shooting guard. Wemby is small forward. Sohan is power forward. Vucevic as center. The Hawks are playing well though. I don't think they're gonna. They're not moving on from Trae Young now. Aren't they like 500ish? Tiana Edwards. Good evening to you. Castle's 1 for 4. Ouch. Nets ball. Dorian Finney-Smith drives in, misses a layup at the rim, and Jeremy Sohan's going to be fouled. That means 2 more free throws. They are gifting us all these free throws, and we can't capitalize on it. Castle's got 1 point in 8 minutes. You know what? We need more chuck. We need to get chucked. Yeah, Big So Timber, I agree. Atlanta's going to hold on to Trae Young. Absolutely. 100%. Definitely. I mean, they're in a playoff spot right now in the Eastern Conference, are they not? It's crazy that, or maybe not crazy, that the DeJounte Murray Trae Young connection just did not work at all in the 2 years they were together. And now that DeJounte Murray's gone, Atlanta's a much better team. Now they made some changes. They drafted Zachary Rissache. That's a big change. They also brought in Dyson Daniels, who last I checked was leading the NBA in steals and will be in Defensive Player of the Year talk. You blame Mitch? You know, a lot of people are these days. I don't blame him for these wonky lines. Another whistle. My God, these refs suck. They're not letting these guys play at all. Not gonna lie, when I started watching basketball like a year ago, but this is the worst game I've ever seen so far. Is she? It's not a good one. The refs are calling way too many fouls, and the shooting is poor on both sides of the ball. Nets might have players by the end of the third quarter. Yeah, Robert. And still tied. That kind of game. Keep up the emojis, depleted mind. It is Nets ball. 4 on the shot clock. And Finney Smith gets in the paint. Nobody there to challenge him. Easy layup. Bobby, that's the whistle is saving our butts. And this is a Nets team missing everybody. We should be up by at least 10. We got our full roster. Vassell flies in the paint. Layup no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And that's Nets ball. Kokoshibo, he's not shooting. Man, I would love Riley to be our Dalton next to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark playing the NBA. Oh, Wemby gets run over. Charge. Women are allowed to play in the NBA. They don't. I think the height might be a problem there. Double technicals? One for Claxton, one for Sohan. Odd call. I don't know how that's technical, but these refs suck. And this is something that was been plaguing these games a lot this year. Wait, just a technical on Sohan? What? There shouldn't have been a technical on anybody there. It wasn't they actually just called it on Sohan. The Nets missed a free throw, but I don't think either player should got a technical. What a soft. Kellen throws the ball out of bounds. Has Versace been on fire, Ego? I haven't been following him. We have 0 field goals in the last 5.5 minutes. I don't even want to look at the halftime stats. I'm going to. Another foul. These refs. They like Shaq said, they're taking over the effing game. Vassell and Wemby are 3 of 18. We're going to a timeout. This is a ugly game with the refs calling way too many fouls and just poor basketball on both teams. Washington, guys, this game is horrible. I'm looking at the stats right now. Vassell is 1 of 8. Our lineup out there right now: Sohan, Wemby, Vassell, Keldon, and Castle are combined 4 of 27. 4 of 27 from the field. Wow. The Nets lineup of Dorian Finney-Smith, Wilson, Claxton, Milton, and Johnson is 3, 7, 10, 12 of 27. We are shooting abysmally. What are we shooting for this game? Like 25% or less? I appreciate you guys hanging out tonight because I would not be able to make it through this game without you. This is easily one of the worst games I've called this year by far. No, we're not trading Wemby. Mitch is 0-3 without playing either Collins or Bassey. Are we? Well, Bassey played in the Sixers game, but he only played like 6 minutes. Castle's career, I think, in a game is like 23. I want to say 23. Things got ugly when Son and Vassell in the starting 5. We're shooting 22.9%. That's not wholly inaccurate. Hate to say that. Champagnie's the only one shooting well tonight for us. In this life, you might be right. I don't get why we play small ball lineup of guards who can't shoot, barely defend, and pass. I don't get Sohan as center. I'm really perplexed. Our 3-point shooting is 36. That's Champagnie, I'm sure. Jared, they definitely can win, but this is a rough start. It's 2:38. Oh, jeez. I need some Grogu to feel better. Little headband Grogu. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day when somebody put Vassell on the bench and Champagnie back on the starting lineup. We're now at that point. This lighting is cranked up way too high. As soon as the game started, I was asking you guys, I'm like, is my TV too bright, or is this game really like very bright in the arena? It's very bright in the arena. Mr. Z, I mean, Bassey for the time being. I mean, look at that Knicks game. We were getting killed on the boards. Bassey's not a great offensive player, but he's a good rim protector and a good rebounder, and we were getting beat up on both. I wouldn't play Zach Collins at this time. Maybe situationally if we need some shooting, but Jeremy Sohan at center is not the answer. Hunter, it's not looking good. About what you were saying earlier, the Hawks scored 50 in the fourth the other day. The Hawks scored 50 in one quarter. Oh, wow. That's that's a lot of points. Somebody dropped 48 on us in one quarter, didn't they recently? It is Spurs ball. Chris Paul with the ball. Gets it over to Devin. Devin's going to take a 3. Nope. Vassell 1 of 9. Vassell 1 of 9. And Frenchman, no, he's not. Trying to just illustrate Kellen's crappy fundamentals. I'm not watching the Spurs stream. I can't. So I'm in Connecticut, and the Brooklyn Nets are considered a local team. I'm in Central Connecticut. I don't get it. So I'm watching on the Yes Network. I cannot hear the Spurs broadcast. I could rewatch the game tomorrow on NBA League Pass with the Spurs commentary. I don't want to rewatch this game at all, for the record. We have a jump ball, by the way. Keldon and Claxton, and the Spurs win the jump ball. Castle's going to bring loose ball down the court and throws it up, and a little layup for Stephon Castle, all tied up. Fletcher says that's not totally inaccurate. By the way, points off turnovers, Spurs have 12 and the Nets have 0. I think we've been fairly clean with the ball tonight, all things considered. Wide open 3 from the corner is no good. Wemby with a rebound, a rare rebound for Wemby tonight. CP3 will get it up the court, gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin back to CP3. 1:45 to go, all tied up. Vassell into Wemby. Wemby, jumper off the glass is good, and Wemby finally gets some points. Frank Cox, good evening to you. Yes, Wemby got a rebound. Spurs getting hot now, 26% from the field. Pat McCaff, what's going on? Claxton with the ball, and he's going to back it up, and nope, he's going to drive by Wemby, gets in the paint, loses the ball. Nope, the foul. Michael Vassell's getting $29.3 million this year. He's our highest paid player. So there's that. We do need to start cooking. San Antonio Hotspur, I know he's coming off an injury, but he's had games where he's played extremely well. So I want to use, part of me is like, yeah, the injury excuse, but then again, you've seen injuries exploded and went like 6 of 8 from 3 and was our, one of our best, easily our best shooter that night. So is he okay or is he not? Juggling the ball here. That's a killer. Good evening to you. Wemby with the ball sitting on the Nets logo, gets it to Devin. 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Devin back to CP3. Chris trying to get it to Wemby. Claxton fronting up Wemby. Over to Vassell. 5 on the shot clock. Devin's going to get back to CP3. He's going to take a 3. He's going to in and out burger the 3. Nets with the rebound. What a low scoring. Does this feel like the finals? The Spurs and Nets finals from ages ago? Doesn't this first half feel like that? Shake Milton for 3. Score-wise, not play-wise. That would have been the Twin Towers, right? That was our second championship? Yeah. Ball from the elbow, ties it up. 2 for 1er. John, it's going to come down the wire. First to 80, right? The Nets are 12-18. And we do have the 4th lowest team salary in the NBA. And the Dyers, if we can not have to give up a lot of draft capital, well, we do need to give some draft capital. I mean, we have a lot of picks. I don't know. My question is, De'Aaron Fox is a point guard, though he's not necessarily a traditional point guard. He doesn't average 8 assists, 9 assists per game. He's more of a scoring option first. What do you do with Stephon Castle? I assume he was drafted to be our point guard of the future. We are a little spoiled, Goala. We are. This will help our defensive rating at least. Well, okay. Wemby, 4 points, 1 board, 1 assist, 2 blocks. Oof. That will not get you in the top 5 MVP discussion. 2 free throws for the Nets because they're in the bonus. First free throw is no good. Keon Johnson at the line for 1 more. Adam Silver sucks. Let's say it. Oxford, yeah, Wemby's playing. Issei Ortiz, good evening. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Second free throw is good. It's tied up. Spurs can hold for the last shot. Castle will bring it up for the Spurs. Castle driving the paint and turn the ball over. Claxton in the paint, layup. No good. All tied up at 41. The sinister Captain Cadogan. Those are 4th quarter LeBron stats. What are you talking about? 41 all. I mean, it could be worse. Jeff, what's going on tonight, by the way? What's up, Cap? Captain Cadogan, king of the wild frontier. Phil, what's going on? Kobe did have 40-something at half, David. Is that the game you went for 81? This is a game. I don't know what to say. If Spurs lose this game to a team that's missing so many people, I'd say I'll punch my computer, but that would be stupid because then I'll break my computer, and I just bought this computer literally last month. 41 is a season low at halftime. Thank you, Trevi. 41-41. Spurs need Shawn Michaels. He is just a sexy boy. Happy Friday to fleet of mine. By the way, if you're not hit the thumbs up, please do so. I was hoping to get to 150 by the half. We got to we're at 146, so we need 4 more. There's plenty of people to make that happen. So you haven't hit the thumbs up already? Make sure you hit it. It's a great way to support the channel. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it's a way to become an official sponsor. TSR Sports. Thank you, Pop. Maybe we'll see him sometime in early 2025. That being said, we need to get to the halftime stats. I don't even want to look at these. I don't, but I have to. Greg Gumbel passed away, by the way. Rest in peace, Greg. I don't want to look at these stats. These stats are awful. Spurs got outscored 22-11 in the first. They out 30-19 in the second, which is why we're all tied up 41-0. For the Brooklyn Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith with 2, Jalen Wilson 5, Nick Claxton with 8, Shake Milton with 9, Keon Johnson with 8. Off the bench, Noah Clowney with 0, Dayron 2, Tyrese Martin with 13, and Reese Beekman with 0. I don't even know who Reese Beekman is, but he's playing, so I'm going to put him on my board here. You guys said that he was a Warrior? I've never heard of him. Actually, if I'm being honest, there's quite a few guys here I haven't heard of for the Nets. They are deep into their roster. For the game, the Nets are shooting 38% from the field, 26% from 3, 40% from the line. They've only taken 5 free throws, made 2 of 5, but they are shooting 40% from the line. They have 8 turnovers. Our Spurs have 5 turnovers, so we're actually winning the turnover battle. The Spurs are shooting 28% from the field, 11 of 40, 31% from 3, most of that Champagnie, and then 74% from the line. We've taken 19 free throws. The Nets only that 5. For the game, Jeremy Sohan with 5 points. He's missed both of his 2 shots. He's got 5 points and 7 boards. Harrison Barnes, 5 points. Victor Wembanyama has only taken 6 shots. Third most on the team. He has 4 points, 1 board, 1 assist, 2 blocks. He's 0 for 3 from 3. CP3 with 2 points and 2 assists. Damascene with a rough start to his night. 3 points on 1 of 9 shooting. Oh boy. Off the bench, Julian Champagnie's been solid. 10 points in 10 minutes on 3 of 4 shooting. Keldon Johnson, 7 points and 5 boards. Only 2 of 8 from the field. Trey Jones with 2 points and 2 assists. And again, I keep saying this, Trey Jones is not looking for his own shot at all anymore. Both his points are on free throws. He has taken 0 field goal attempts tonight. 0. None. The dude's averaging under 4 points per game. He wasn't killing it last year, but at least averaged 10 points per game. He's I don't know what's going on with him. And then Stephon Castle with a rough shooting night. He's got 3 points, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from the line. Missing from everywhere. The whole team is missing from everywhere. This is bad non-Spursy basketball. And the only reason we're tied with the Nets is the Nets are bad themselves and missing a ton of players. So maybe we'll turn around in the second half. I don't know what the adjustments are. Play harder, do better, suck less. I don't know. Zenif TV, what's going on? Vassell inconsistent like Michael Chandler. I think somebody else compared Vassell to Lonnie Walker. Are Spurs tanking for Cooper Flag? Joey, I just think we're not as good as we want them to be. And Blueberry, again, this game has been very hard to watch. 41 points at a half in 2024 is, yes, it is. And DJ, I like Devin too. Much more consistency. And I said it at the start of the stream. When you look at his game logs this year, it's literally a roller coaster, especially his 3-point shooting. You'll see him go 6 of 8 in one game and 0 for 5 the next game. Then 5 for 7 and then 1 for 6. There's no consistency. He is by far right now, I think, the streakiest shooter on our team. Trade Vassell for anybody? Well, I don't know about that. We have a higher 3-point percentage than field goal. Yes, that means we are missing a ton of our 2-point shots. We are 6 of 24 from 2. That's 25%. We are shooting 25% on the 2 ball. What is the adjustment? I don't know. CP3 and Trey Jones not playing at the same time. Maybe bringing an actual backup center in the second half instead of having Jeremy Sohan be the backup center. Wemby, wake up. Yeah. Casimir, yeah. Wemby needs to start feeding Wemby or get him going. Mitch Johnson's the interim coach right now, Joey Austin. Wemby is in the chat. Things will definitely change the second half. Wemby will shoot more threes and hit more of his shots. Wemby talking in the third person. Nice. I like it. 41-41. There it is. Robert, I think Castle got one championship at UConn. I think he only played one season there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say just 1 year. Time to start chucking threes? No. No, we are not a team that can. Oh, they're showing Greg Gumbel now. Let's mention he passed away a little while ago. Mazel, Zach Collins, and Mitch Johnson. We can't trade Mitch Johnson. He's our coach. Heath, he's going to keep shooting Jose. I don't think Vassell. I think Devin can be sent to Austin, can he? Can you send a seasoned player to Austin? I actually don't know that. If you have a guy that's been in the league like 6 years or whatever and not a regular contract, can you send him to Austin? I thought there's got to be some kind of rule in there that you can't. Wemby is protesting. He's doing the minimum to show them that they are what they are. Wow, you think so? Rich, what I would do if I was coaching, uh, I'd be yelling him at the locker room. I'd be yelling that you are tied with a 12 and 18 team that is missing multiple starters. You are missing. I'd be yelling for missing all your 2-point shots. You're better than this. You are better than this. You are wearing silver and black. Damn it, represent. You know what I mean? You want your name up on the wall someday with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker? You gotta play. Get out there and play Spurs basketball. Damn it! Something like that. They should not be tired. They should not be tired. They're most of our guys. Well, Chris Paul's old as dirt, but a lot of our guys are under 25. Let's go TSR. I don't know. That's Castle. That was the first ring. That was from last season, Robert. Wow, Rich motivated us. I don't know. I mean, I'm holding back so I don't blow the microphone out. But Dana White. I'm wearing a Dana White with the UFC. Like, do you want to be an effing fighter? Right. Do you want to be an effing Spur? This performance is going to get you traded. I would be screaming at them, believe me. I mean, Mitch Johnson sounds like he perpetually has lost his voice. I don't want to blow out the microphone, but I would be screaming. And yeah, a lot of that. You're better than this. Like what? And Mitch needs to coach better. Hey, I need to coach better. What the hell are my lineups? Trey, why am I putting you out there with CP3? Jeremy, why do I keep putting you at center? What am I doing? I need to be responsible for my own actions. I'm done. He's got the. Well, he played good tonight, and we won. He's got. I can't do his voice, but he sounds like the Doc Rivers voice. All right, I'll show you the game again.
Sucker!
Knowing me, I would get all cliched. I'd start doing my speech, and then I was like, "We are who we thought we are. We're letting off the hook. You don't play like this in practice. Practice? We talking about practice? Not the game. Practice? You want to make the playoffs? Playoffs!" I'll just start doing all the nonsense. Mitch looks like Riley Curry. Steph's what? Did I tell you the voice good? I don't know. Does Mitch sound like that? Yeah, it was a good game. We won by 42. Wait, we ain't beat anybody by 42. What am I saying? We ain't beat anybody by 42 this year. Well, it's Stone Cold. Do I sound like I can't do Stone Cold's voice? Jabroni, you are 3 seconds away. Can I do a little of The Rock? The Undertaker, Yokozuna at the Royal Rumble. You will rest in peace. Bong. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, my Undertaker. I don't know. Austin just got that voice ring. You got your two little beady. I can't do it perfectly. Taker I can do because I pull from my death metal roots. Playing Snowhand at the 5 while having Zach and Massey is low key tanking. A Yoda, I can do Yoda a little bit. Your father's ears. What else did he say? Strong am I with the Force, but not that strong. The Spurs need to make an example by shipping someone off. Jose, those are strong words.
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage. Cream of the crop, rise to the top. Autobots, transform and roll for it.
Okay, I do a little bit of impersonations, just a little bit.
Round one, fight! Scorpion, Reptile, Liu Kang, Sub-Zero.
Yoda and Grover have. Is it the same one? Selena. She's busy blowing a kiss. Sohan is definitely a better center than Zach, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm not playing bass either. Dennis, good morning to you. What's our boy Juan Nunes doing overseas? Anybody checked on him? I haven't. I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea. Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin needs to. Is Jeremy Lin? Wow. David, is he still in the NBA? I honestly don't know. Jeremy Lin. Wow. Linsanity. That's right. That's what it's called. I love to see Bassie become an enforcer to hurt people. July 26th. I don't. No, I don't think so. I don't know. No, he's out. What's my favorite Mortal Kombat film? Oh, the first one. The one from like 95? Mortal Kombat! Dun, 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 dun. It's a cheesy, stupid 90s movie. I love every minute of it. Boban gets targeted in the PNR defensive line. What? Oh, pick and roll, pick and roll. Not a gambler myself, Colin, so that's a no. Nunes doing fine. Okay. Wemby about to drop 15, 7, and 3 and 2 in the third quarter alone. I would trade Wemby for Ben Simmons. Stop it, Patrick. Playing it, I hope so. Trench it? What do you mean? It's a lot of the same crowd. It's a lot of the wrenches aren't in here tonight, or maybe I mean, it's a Friday night, so I don't think it's not really any trolls. Yes, we can ask for Chuck Norris, Dave. It's a lot of the same folks. There you go. We just got chucked. Now hopefully we get a win. I don't know who Joe Hendry is. Who? Ben Ben Simmons' game has fallen off a cliff since he left Philly. He's missed a bajillion games since leaving there. I would only pick up Ben Simmons if it was like a prove it 1 year deal for like league minimum. I would not pay that dude 30 to 40 million. Say his name like Candyman or Beetlejuice. I mean, Joey, I've talked about this a little bit on the channel. I guess the ideal situation for the Spurs, and this is obviously take a ton of luck, is the Spurs are competitive, play around 500 ball for the year, finish in the 11th spot or in the play-in, lose in the play-in, and they get the number one overall lottery pick. That would take a crap ton of luck because if we are a lottery team, we're probably going to finish at 13 or 14 at worst. If they win their play-in game, because I do think we have a good shot of making the play-in, we're right there. Then we're no longer a lottery team and have no chance at a lottery, top pick. Carlos, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. I'm scared. What are you scared of, Carlos? Do I not look okay? Do I look sickly? Yeah, Dennis, it's like a 1% probability. So you're saying there's a chance. I am a little sniffly tonight. It's still winter though. It's cold where I am, Carlos. You're in Puerto Rico where I'm sure it's what, 70, 75? It's 20 or 25 out where I am. There's still 7 more 3 Wemby's has yet to take. Wemby, are you Captain Cadogan in disguise? It sounds like something you would say. Well, third quarter's on the way. Let's do it. Let's start pulling away here. I mean, we can't keep shooting terrible the whole game, can we? Oh wait, oh my gosh, it's empty in Brooklyn. Oh, there's a lot of empty seats. I know there's come back from halftime, but there's a lot of empty seats. Shot clock at 2. It's gonna be a fourth long. Shake Milton. Never mind. It's the long 3. Yeah, Robert. I was just looking at all those empty seats. 2987. Thank you for stopping in. What's up, Carlos? Big R. That's me. I said hello. Did you miss it? Sohan throws it down. All right, Jeremy, I see it from here.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
I mean, I love a lot of 80s movies shown up. Spurs get the steal. I mean, most of the Nightmare on Elm Street in the 80s. Wemby, there you go, Wemby. Oh my God, I think he was going to break the backboard on that dunk. Get out of the way of this freight train.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
I mean, 80s movies, I mean, a lot of Stallone movies, Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris, horror movies like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, lower budget horror like Reanimator or The Toxic Avenger. I love a lot of 80s movies. There's your salute, Carlos. Spurs ball, Barnes for three. No good. Swell, fellas. Yeah, it's been a slow night for Wemby for sure. Jalen Wilson for three. This is now the Nets are starting to make their shots. Wilson, well, you might maybe both. French Ferret, thank you for stopping in. Spaceballs is a phenomenal movie. You wonder if Wemby thinks when he sees our guys missing shots left and right. I knew it. I'm surrounded by a-holes. Keep firing a-holes as Barnes gets to the paint and hits the layup. I mean, Child's Play came out in the 80s. Claxton misses the alley-oop, but then the loose ball is gobbled up by Keon Johnson. He gets the layup. I mean, I love a lot of 80s movies. I'll just say that. I used to have a channel called Stuck in the 80s. Some of you met me there. There's a movie review channel dedicated to 80s movies. Ghostbusters, The Karate Kid, Back to the Future, and their respective sequels. Rocky movies, the Rambo movies, Tango and Cash, Cobra, Over the Top, big Stallone fan, Predator, Terminator, Conan, the Barbarian, not so much a destroyer. Wemby with the ball, out to Vassell back to Wemby. Wemby's going to turn into the paint. Tough shot. Nope, it's actually past the Sohan. Sohan back to Wemby. Wemby's going to take a three from the corner. There we go. Big man's coming out firing tonight, or in the third quarter. 50-49, and both offenses are waking up. Well, Caesar's a fun player. I'm not surprised. We have a whistle, though, and there's been a lot of whistles in this game. Trade ideas. Cam Johnson makes just a bit more in KJ. Trey Murphy, the third, also makes significantly less than KJ. William, the OG Conan.
Crush the enemy. See them dirty before you. The lamentation of the women.
Clam. Love Conan the Barbarian.
Clam.
That runner is no good. I think that was Keon Johnson with the runner. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets in the paint, loses it out of bounds, off his leg, turnover. You got Wemby sucks. Another I love Rambo 1, 2, and 3 from the 80s, though. I love all three. They're all different movies, but yes, the first one's extremely different. He originally was supposed to die at the end, but the audience reviews were poor when he died. Turnover for the Nets. Harrison Barnes going to force into the paint, misses the layup. Devin gets the loose ball, back to Wemby. 14 on the shot clock. Wemby at the elbow. Off balance jumper as he turns toward the free throw line. No good. Nets ball 50-49. Big JD. You got to be trolling with that one. There's no way you believe that. If you can't possibly be a Spurs fan. Be saying that. It's got to be a Nets fan. I don't take it personal. Yeah, it's all good, Carl. Don't worry about it, Carlos. Another foul. Oh my gosh, these refs need to swallow their whistles. You know what? You guys are going to crucify me for this one? I've never seen The Breakfast Club. I've seen a lot of the other 80s comedies, Revenge of the Nerds, Bachelor Party, Porky's, Weird Science. I mentioned Ghostbusters, and I think that's one I missed. I just have never seen it. I don't know why. Didn't see Risky Business until a couple years ago. He's on your part. There it is. On your parlay. Franklin, I don't know. Seen Goonies. So when you guys put in questions like, do I think they're going to either steal or block? Are you doing this for gambling reasons? Because that's a really odd question. Reactions of people reacting to Rainbow ending made me cry because reaction. The ending of First Blood is people make fun of Stallone for him being hard to understand, but I think he does a good job of showing somebody suffering from PTSD. Just my 2 cents. Spurs down by one after the free throws. Vassell with the ball right now for the Spurs. Going to drive. Throws back out to Wemby. Wemby's going to launch that mile-long three. He is starting to heat up. He's got 12 points now. He has 8 in this quarter. It is Nets ball down by 2. That pull-up J by Claxton's no good. Fight for the board, and the Nets get an offensive rebound because, rebounds. Shake Milton with a terrible-looking three-point shot. Spurs ball. Wemby's going to launch another three. Oh, my God. That was kind of rushed and off bounds, and he still hit it. Wow. Man, when he gets on fire, it's a little cold in my house. I gotta put my hoodie back on. Wemby is taking over. That's a miss. Didn't see who shot that for the Nets. Spurs on the run. Sohan's going to bring it into the paint. Stops, pops, fouled. Spurs up by 5, our biggest lead of the night. Final score will be 80-80, and we'll be dancing music. Wemby is awake. Timeout, guys. 2 quarters to spit the alcohol off. Come on now. Hard left turn. I haven't seen it. I told you all you had 7 threes to take in the second. Well, you're right. Let's get a go. Spurs go up. Or a couple goes, Spurs goes for that matter. All right, Spurs are coming to life offensively. Finally, actually, Wemby's coming to life. The rest of the team not so much yet. Oh, Caminho do Guerrero. Maybe we're right there. Angel, good evening to you. Wemby using Predator mode in the third. Wemby is him. Yes. I have been to a Spurs home game, not since Wemby's been drafted. Matt High CTW. I saw 2 Spurs games in December of 2022. I live in Connecticut, so Texas is not close by. The team was not good that year, and we lost one game, kind of a close one, and then we got annihilated by, I think it was the Suns. Yeah, I think the Suns, they were up by like 30 at half. It was a horrible game. Coplane is a great movie, William. Gained a lot of weight for that, and good performance. I'd love to know Wemby's 3-point percentage on shots you describe as a mile away. Seems like 200%. Jeff, he likes to take the threes a good 3 to 4 to 5 feet behind the arc. It's just that's his spot. Why does you taking off or putting on jackets remind me of Mr. Rogers? Does it really? Okay. It's a beautiful day in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. A beautiful day in Mr. Robinson's neighborhood. What's up, Machine 78? Got a Machine 78. It's in my head. The Spurs will lead by 5. Now go to bed. No, I won't. Frank, Joaquin, that's awesome. Thank you, Carlos. My first game was Ray Allen Supersonics. You're going back. I miss the Seattle Supersonics. I wish they didn't become the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I mean, it is what it is. Demisel, is he still out there? I'm kind of hungry. I am hungry. Hungry? I eat green rice for breakfast. Right now I'm very hungry. Mando, also a great 80s movie. Uh, what I do love that you guys might not know about is I have a huge love of Godzilla. I think I've seen every Godzilla movie. There's over 30. There's a ton of them. I own like 30 Godzilla movies between VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray and digital. I have one thing I don't share on the channel. It's not sports related, but I have a huge love of Godzilla. Devin's 2 for 12. That's pretty rough. Gojira! Yeah. What is Gojira is actually the correct pronunciation. Gogira, I believe is how Gojira is spelled. Someone's at the line. The one-handed free throw is good. Spurs up by 6. Wow, Carlos, you getting a little buzz tonight? Sell that guy, but sell. Thank you. There it is, SJ. He missed the second one. Godzuki. Oh, Godzuki's not my fave. Son of Godzilla is awful. Oof. I did like it as a kid. It is Nets ball. They're down by six. Six on the shot clock for Brooklyn. Milton out in three-point land. Getting harassed by Sony. Going to drive the paint now. And blocked by Wemby. No, no, no. Man, I can't even put up the Area 51 thing anymore because Vassell finally hits a three. You and me both. I get made fun of for watching the 60s and 70s movies. Gigan, Megalon. I love Godzilla versus Megalon. It's such a bad movie. Godzilla flies. Or no, wait, he flies in Smog Monster. Does he do the dropkick in Megalon? I don't know. It's a silly movie either way. Spurs ball after the miss under 6 minutes ago. Biggest lead of the game for the Spurs, up by 9, 60-51. Wemby in the paint. Tries an alley-oop to Sohan. Sohan dunked air on the rim. That was a turnover. I was just laughing at Jeremy still throwing down the air dunk. He had nothing in his hands. You knucklehead. That three is good by Clowney in the corner. 6-point game. Wemby got his third rebound. Third. You can buy the airline tickets for real. I've never been to Puerto Rico, Carlos. I would love to be. I would love to go someday. I hear the weather and the water are amazing. And it'd be great to meet. That's a bonus, huge bonus. Barnes in the paint, layup good. I don't have it. I don't have any more room for gifts, Jared. That's why I don't use it. I only have so many. I guess I could get rid of the Area 51 gift for the time being, as Wemby and Castle really aren't playing together much anymore. That kind of makes me sad. It is Nets ball. Wide open three. Is no good. Dorian Finney-Smith misses a three, but we have a whistle. Wemby gets knocked out of bounds and is holding his face. He gets hit in the face a lot. And our guy is down. What happened? I don't see what happened. Oh, they're showing different plays. Oh! Jalen Wilson jumped up and smashed him in the face. I don't know, head to head. I'm not sure. Yep, Wilson jumped up and headbutted Wemby on the chin. Just jumped right into him. And Victor's going to the locker room. He got headbutted. Oh, what? Are we doing so in at center? Yes, we are. Turnover nets. Vassell on the run. Gets in the paint. Layup. Missed it. Put back by Kelman is good. But Carlos, I do drink just once in a blue moon. But I like, we're out of timeout. I like milder drinks like a Smirnoff Ice or a Kahlua Mudslide. I do. That was not a flop. He got hit in the face hard. And Gregory, I hope he's not out of the game either. This might be just like the kind of like the NFL mandatory concussion check. Dorian just literally jumped up and headbutted Wemby. I haven't had a blue Moonis. Never heard of that. Wemby got a little instant feedback for going over the back. I can't see us going small ball the whole game. Gosh, I hope not. Definitely not a flop. Not at all. Is Zima still around? I got it, Carlos. You're good. Mike, we haven't seen Mike on the camera a lot tonight. Mikey up here. Mikey just chilling, just hanging out, being happy. He's ready to buy some comic books with me tomorrow. He wasn't opening his mouth, so maybe internal damage like jaw. Gosh, I hope not. Yeah, Spurs playing awful, Fred, and up by 10. Wemmy's got 15, 3, 2, and 3, which considering how slow he started, that's not horrible now. 15 points for Wemmy, Big JD. We're going to give a Mikey fist pump. I like Kellen too. He lost all that weight in the offseason. I thought, wow, he might really cook. Maybe this will help him out. And his 3-point shot is gone. Well, no, Wemby doesn't use a mouth guard. I'm actually going to pull up Kelvin Johnson right now. By the way, we are getting close to 200 thumbs up. Can we get to 200 before the end of the third quarter? We're very close. There's plenty of people to make it happen. That's all I'll ever ask from you guys. Subscribe to if you're a Spurs fan and you're looking for a Spurs fan channel. Spurs fan. A Spurs channel, hang on, and we cover every game. We have not missed a game yet. We covered all the summer league, all the preseason. So far, every game in the regular season. I don't predict we'll miss a game. But I was going to look up Kelvin, and just his 3-point shooting is gone. His rookie year, he shot 59%. Very limited opportunity there, so take that with a grain of salt. But after that, 33%, 40%. He shot .398 his third year. He was around a 40% shooter, then 33%, then around 35, now 28. If he can just be the 35% shooter, which is average in the NBA, good. But right now, we got to 200. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Awesome. But right now, he can't even get to 30%. And I don't know what happened. Zima is gone? Okay. Wemby took a shot in the face, Arno. Vassell, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. I mean, that's good. Let's not forget the shooting. A little rough tonight. But I'm glad he's contributing in other places because a lot of games, G51, the stat line's empty. So that is good to see. That's what I want to see from him. If he's not scoring, at least don't be Harrison Barnes and have 2 points and zeros everywhere else. We have some bodies hitting the floor. I can't believe we're up by 10 in this game. So I'll reenact it with the plushies. Coyote played the part of it was Dorian Finney-Smith, and this Wemby's going to be Mikey. Dorian Finney-Smith jumped up, and his head crashed into Wemby's chin like that. These guys are very helpful. Nets get the ball back with the shot clock expiring. Tough shot at the clock. It's no good. Back up there, Yodi. And it's Spurs ball up by 10. 64-54, under 4 minutes to go. I don't like the small ball lineup the Spurs are using at all. But apparently this is the way to do it. Champagnie turns the ball over. Nets ball. 14 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Jalen Wilson will get out by the Nets logo. The offense will reset with 8 seconds to go. Shake Milton with the ball, drives in the paint. And the runner's good. Shake and bake. Yeah, Wemby, you are still out. This normally is Wemby's rest time, so this might be the worst thing. Champagnie open for a corner 3. Julian has been shooting so well of late. Matt, I'm worried he may have gotten a concussion, or maybe his jaw got banged up pretty hard. He's in the locker room getting checked out. It's his normal rest time, so at least we got that. Nice layup by Jalen Wilson. We're not going to... Mamu, Collins, Bassie, they're all not getting minutes anymore, and I don't know why. Kelvin in the paint, double pump, double pump, double pump. It throws it up and in. The Spurs just 69. The Nets. Cross, I don't know where Veronica is. Butterfly was here earlier. That's a missed 3, but a putback by Noah Clowney. Fletcher says that's good. I didn't catch that. And yes, the offenses have both finally been picking up. They were stagnant as heck in the first half. Both teams had 41 at the half. Champagnie with the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Starts to drive into the paint. Layup is no good. Nice drive, but a bad finish. Nets ball. You need one more block from Wemby. Vic, what? That's weird. Players not getting minutes are probably in discussions for trades. I don't see how we're going to move Collins. That contract, he's due for $18 million next year, and he's not playing not for us at least. Maybe he can play well somewhere else, but has not been playing well for the Spurs. No, Arrow Wims, we're back to small ball. Jeremy Sohan's been playing center, and now I guess it's Harrison Barnes at center. Or Champagnie at center. Look at this lineup. What is this? Barnes with the ball now. I mean, if it works, sure. I don't know if it's working. Just heard a whistle. Offensive foul on Kellen Johnson. Trenchant, but he played the next game after the middle finger, and then that's when he fell on his back and got hurt. Some level 4 naughty listers and Joy, what's happening in the chat? Am I missing something, guys? Adds a killer. No. Come on now. A miss, but a huge putback by Dayron Sharp. That dude dunks hard. He actually broke a part of the backboard earlier. They had to bring the ladder out to fix it. It is Spurs ball. Out to Castle for 3. Okay. I mean, I don't know. We're not even playing the centers we have. Spread tallest for players, Devin. Oh, right now? Barnes and Champagnie, I think, are both around 6'8". Castle and Clowney are going at it. The Pineapples are fighting. Is Wemby on the bench? Wemby? Yeah, Trenchant. If Collins gets traded, yes, it's going to be a package deal. He's not getting traded one up. Pineapple duel.
Pineapple power.
Castle with the ball out in 3-point lane, gets it to Calvin Johnson. Johnson will drop it off. So we got double pineapples in the game, and Vassell's fouled. All right, Jay Money, welcome back. Good to see you. What's wrong with me? Triple pineapple power for well, Lonnie didn't have a pineapple, did he? He had that crazy. Originally, his hair was like this, but then he cut all that off. But get the pineapples in the chat. That's what I like to see. I don't have a pineapple gift though. Vassell drives by everybody and throws it down. That's why I want to see more from him.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Aaron Go Spurs go to you in the Philippines. Devin has shown a great ability to get by his defender and finish. I like it when he's aggressive like that. And now a steal by Castle. Spurs on the break. Castle gets fouled. Gets knocked out of bounds, but he is okay. 300 thumbs up. Yes, let's get it. We have 2 free throws coming up for Stefan Castle. There's 0.2 left on the clock. Fighting Pineapples. Awesome spoof metal band name. I guess I can put 0.2 on the clock. I don't think the Nets can get a shot off in that time. Stefan has been really struggling with his free throws tonight, so this should be an adventure. Eagle Lands, we should lose. No, I don't want the Spurs to lose. I never root for guys to lose. With Castle, Devin, and Clowney. Oh, it's a challenge. All right. So we got 0.2 seconds left and a challenge. And thank you, Show Enough. Yes, hit the thumbs up. Caesar, no center. That's the joke. That's the real joke, is we are going small ball with either Sohan or I guess Barnes at center. Malachi Brando and Blake Wesley Sarvest are not getting minutes whatsoever anymore. With the team fully healthy, the 10-man rotation. Starting lineup: Wemby, Sohan, Barnes, Vassell, and Paul, which was the expected starting lineup at the beginning of the year. The main bench is, now I got to think about it. Are we on a 9-man rotation? Trey Jones, Stefan Castle, Julian Champagnie. I'm forgetting somebody. Trey Jones, Stefan Castle, Julian Champagnie. Who the hell am I forgetting? This is embarrassing. Kelvin Johnson. That's it. We're going a 9-man rotation. William Mitch does like crazy lamps. Carlos, I always forget to say hi to people because I'm watching the game on my TV at the same time. Caesar, always better late than never, and a spleen. No call. Spurs ball with 2/10 of a second on the clock. Okay. No Mamu, no Bassi, no Collins. Mamu's been shooting the three extremely well this year. I'm surprised he's not getting any time anymore. No, Keith, it doesn't. We're running only Victor Wembanyama as our big, and that's it. I don't get it. I don't know why Bassi would be in the doghouse. Hey, Greg, yeah, that was a good challenge. I mean, Bassi's inconsistent, but I mean, at least he rematch. So we're gonna have an alley oop, and it's broken up. So nice try, not to be. Spurs are gonna have a 12-point lead though going into the fourth. Are they getting a lot of offensive rebounds, Bobby? And that's probably because our Wemby's an inconsistent rebounder. For a guy his size, he should be easily grabbing 12 boards a night. And he was under 10 for the year until he grabbed 18 rebounds against the Knicks and just went ham. But now he's got what, 3 rebounds tonight, 4 rebounds. I think Victor will be back in the game at some point. Well, it's looking good. I'm glad he's okay. He took a shot to the face. Nobody's in at the moment, Mark, because we are going to the fourth quarter. So let me put fourth quarter up. Q4. Wrench power, the biscuit buddy. You got it. Say hello to my little wrench. Caesar, I've been saying I would love to see it happen. Captain Goodogan, what are you needing? 10 more Wemby threes? Oh, jeez. You up there swearing with the double A double S. Go Spurs go, by the way, guys. Good night. Good night, Yasirski. I mean, he could be filling at 40 minutes. Brian, you got a lot of college football teams up there. Are these games that are happening now? So and Champagnie Monobassi will be there next year, I hope. You can sell all the ancient sleeping in the. What? I think I'm missing that. Walmart Westbrooks. I like Sean, I like Wilson, but I don't hear the Spurs announce team tonight. I'm watching on the Yes Network. I live in Connecticut, so the game is blocked out on the NBA League Pass. This will actually be the first Nets game on the channel. I think we called Nets games back in 2019, but the first 2 years of Spurs live streams are no longer on the channel. There was a lot of political stuff at that time, and I got involved in a little bit, so I just didn't want that on the channel. But as of right now, this will actually be the first Nets live stream you can find on TSR Sports. I don't know that, Phil. That's why I said if the Spurs got Kai Soto, it's they're going to sell bajillion jerseys. They could develop into. I mean, our current backup centers aren't exactly killing it, are they? So work on developing them with the talent you got and the coaches you got and the legends you have like Timmy and Dave. But listen, I'm not naive. If he came to the Spurs, yes, the channel would blow up because you literally have France and the Philippines loving the Spurs. Webby's back on the floor. Yes, he is. Hallelujah. Collins would start at point with the headband pulled over his eyes. Like this? Is that Collins? Is my mic low or is anybody else having I don't want to I blow out the mic when I get loud. So that's the issue. It's half a dozen one, six in the other. 74-62, Spurs up by 12. And this is a game they should win with the Nets missing everybody. Yeah, and yeah, nobody else is mentioning any sound issues. Fred, Mike's good, Mike's good. Okay. Hear me just fine? Okay. Collins should be the starting guard at the entrance. I don't know what's happening. We're in another timeout. Carlos with the $5 super chat says, maybe my behavior is not the best one, laughing is, but I feel this way sometimes, not all the time. Go Spurs, go. I love you. Best commentator ever with the greatest. Big R is me. My name is Rich. Carlos, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Hope you're having a great Friday night and a great weekend. Hope you all are having a great Friday. It's kind of a tough week for me, but made it through it. The weekend's here now. It's going to be an awesome morning tomorrow. Or it could be stressful. The comic thing I'm going to is going to be loaded with people. But hopefully, me and my friends get some good stuff, and hope to have a good weekend. And maybe the Giants will win Sunday. No, no, they won't. Do the Spurs play? Is this another challenge? Really? When do the Spurs play again, guys? Do we play Sunday? Or do we play Monday? We play Sunday against the Timberwolves at 8 p.m. It's in Minnesota. I'll be live for that game. Actually, scheduled next week is, oh, dang it, we got a back to back. So I will be live with you guys, or some of you, depending on your plans. We got the game right now, obviously. We have the Timberwolves Sunday at 8 p.m. On New Year's Eve, we got the Clippers at 7. Then we're off Wednesday and Thursday, so 2 days off. Then we have a back to back, and I don't like back to backs. I hate them, but it is what it is. We play the Nuggets on January 3rd. Then we play the Nuggets again on January 4th. Oof. And I see some late games coming up. January 11th and January 13th. We play the Lakers in LA, both games at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. One's a Saturday game. Whoop-de-doo, don't care. It's a weekend. One's a Monday night game. I will be tired at work. And then we have the games in France coming up next month, too. January 23rd, we play the Pacers at 2 p.m. my time. And then Saturday at 12 p.m., a 12 p.m. afternoon game again. All right, that's enough looking at the schedule. This game's coming back, and let's see. Let's see what we see. The challenge was by Brooklyn. Wilson, yes, if you haven't hit the like, please do so. Isabel, you're still up. Alele Spurs. And Mo, I don't have a podcast, just this channel. I actually do have a second channel called I Like Crap Comics and Music. I haven't posted anything on there months, but I'm going to grab some footage tomorrow from the comic show and finally get another video up. It's Nets ball. I don't know what happened with that challenge. Sorry. Spurs up by 12. I guess the Nets won that challenge. They have won 23 out of 33 challenges, both the largest numbers in the NBA. They challenge the most and win the most, which makes sense. If you're going to challenge the most, you probably are going to win the most. That three is no good. Wemby with a rebound. Yes, Wemby is back, Gregory. Carlos, were you with me with Stuck in the 80s, or did we meet when I was the sports reaction? I can't remember. Trey Jones for three? Nope. Jared, this game is not over. Jared, are you a Nets fan? I know you're a New York Yankees fan. Are you a Knicks fan? Well, that's an and one for Nick Claxton. 10-point game. Three beards. What's going on? Good evening, TGIF to you. No, William. No Magic the Gathering, no sports cards. It's going to be strictly comics. It's a place I've been going to here and there for a couple years. It's not close to my house, but they're going to have. He bought a massive collection. He's going to have like 90 long boxes of dollar books. He says there's kind of unsearched, which means there's probably a lot of $20 books in there. Probably nothing huge, but probably some decent stuff. And then also like 19 short boxes of half off key books. So I mean, it's going to be a large sale. His Facebook posts, there's like 120 people interested or going. I went to a big comic warehouse there, Gary Dolgoff Comics up in Massachusetts last month, and it was a feeding frenzy. It's going to be like that again. Yes, you are, Carlos. Yes, you are. All right, turnover by the Spurs. I don't know if that was a foul or I was sorry talking comics. It's Nets ball again, 74-65. Keon Johnson gets wrecked by Wemby. That's a huge block. Spurs on the break. Keldon in the paint. Layup good. Wemby with his third or fourth block. The leading shot blocker in the NBA. Probably defensive player of the year when it's all said and done. Probably should have been defensive player of the year last year. Nets down by 11, 10 and a half minutes to go. And a steal by Champagnie. Champagnie on the break takes it in and gets the layup. Spurs up by 13. Wemby was angry in the block. Oh, I missed the backcourt violation. Okay. Wemby was angry on that block. Good. Get angry, big man. Get angry. Get nasty. Nets ball down by 13, 10 minutes to go. Martin almost turns it over, gets the ball back. Back to Martin for three. Off the rim, no good. Stefan Castle with the rebound. So Area 51's out there at least. Castle to Wemby. And Wemby lost the ball. I don't know if he was trying to alley-oop it or lay it up, but it's Nets ball after that one. Pregame Pinche Spurs Cabrones. That three's no good. I think that was Shake Milton for three. Was it? No, he's not even on the court. Who was that? Champagnie in and out burger for a three. One day the defensive player there will be named after Wemby. That would be crazy. Jared, don't be sad. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Keon Johnson for three and a timeout by the Spurs. We are up by 10. Carlos, maybe they're changing things up. I don't know. Soto gone. Kleber gone. Pez, I hope we win. Yes, Nolan, I agree. Colin, 25. Where's he at now? Wemby has 15. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Octane, I hope not. And Jared, you'd be happy because you get to see the Giants play Sunday? Well, guess not. JC and Sohan are the ones that's staying with Wemby. JC? Oh, Champagne. Sorry, I had to think about that for a second. Jared, I will be watching the Giants Sunday. They're so unwatchable. Like, as soon as they get down by 10, the game's over. They cannot come back from any type of lead whatsoever. Tegon, they sh- they should win this game. They should be winning by more in this. This is not a knock on the Nets, but the Nets are missing a ton of their starters tonight, and the Spurs are basically playing their second and third stringers for the most part. Let me know 9 of 18. Okay, that's 50%. No, Castle's not going anywhere. Spur for life. 5 more rebounds keep his average. 5 games with 4 blocks in a row. Is it 4? Is it 5 games, or it feels like it's more than that? John, are you a Nets fan? By chance? If you are, welcome, Nets fans. I'd rather watch a cow giving birth than watch the Giants play. I think I'd rather watch the Giants play. I don't want to see that other thing. I'm good with animals giving birth. William, the Knicks are looking good. I don't think they're good enough to take in the Eastern Conference, but they're playing very well. Kings coach, head coach Mike Brown got fired today. I missed that. Did he really? Romy Navarro? I don't think so, but you never know. Ain't gonna know every word we said about Kawhi, DeJounte, and White. That's true. That's actually, yeah, you're right. I'm hoping that little era is over where players we thought they were going to be Spurs for a long time, that little section of Spurs history. I mean, Kawhi was a different situation. RH, I don't know when Pop returns. No idea. Clearly not going to be until next year, with next year only being a few days away. We're showing Keon Johnson's drive on Wemby, and then Wemby saying, "Get it out of here." Good luck. All right. Spurs ball up by 10. Trey Jones is in the game. Trey Jones and Chris Paul are in the game. I still don't get that. I never will. Mitch is going to do Mitch things, apparently. And now a foul off the ball. Noah Clowney. Wemmy's back in. No one cannot get rid of Area 51. Do you mean this Area 51? Carlos, what another super chat. Thank you, Carlos. He says, I'm happy because this channel, we help in your nightmares. Helps me go back and do my best. Sometimes I struggle, but I know I'm doing well. Thank you, Carlos. I'm sorry if you struggle with anything. You guys, I put this out there before. I definitely struggle with things. So I misses a jumper a lot in life, but I like to think I've done a good job of overcoming some things. But you guys can always reach out to me on Twitter or X, whatever it's called. I'm not going to charge you guys to talk with me. I know I watched the channel today. Like, if you want to talk to us on the Twitter, just you got to pay $20 a month. I'm like, what? Shut the front door. Who are you? You're not a celebrity. Who the hell are you? But anyway, if you guys ever want to reach out to me, email me or Twitter me, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist or anything, but I certainly understand. It's tough out there. Talk to friends, talk to family. Um, if you're religious, talk to God. 80-68. That pull up three is no good. I don't know some of these freaking Nets players when they're on the other side of the court. My apologies, but it is first ball. Wemby's going to get into Sohan. Sohan in the paint, and the layup's good. 14-point lead. Pop's still in rehab. Okay. I did see he was in rehab. I don't know if he'll be back. Oh, Carlos, another super chat. He says, this channel helps me to go ahead. Ricardo, thanks. You're welcome, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. I really do. Even if we don't agree on things, some of us so into the paint with another layup. And this game is turning into a blowout. We might not always agree, but we all are Spurs fans, right? In the end. Always note the sun will come out tomorrow. Quick bucket on the end there and is good. 84-70. No scores in the chat, please. You're probably a little ahead of me. I am streaming this on Yes Network on FOBU. Wemby out in 3-point land. Over to CP3. 7:15 to go. 84-70. And Wemby's going to drive and misses the shot. They're going to kick it out to Champagnie. Man, he has been shooting terrific lately. Can I have a Chris Paul get the next game? Jared, thank you. The thing is, so I use OBS to stream, and I can only see so many GIFs on the sources bar at a time. To put more, I'd have to start scrolling during the game, and there's already a lot going on with watching the game, calling the game, looking at the chat, and addressing the chat, running the scoreboard. So I don't want to put too many things in there. We've got the ghost. We're going to go through them. We'll go through them. Here's all of them. You're gonna them all here.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
All right, you just saw this one recently, but here it is again. Halfway through.
Sucker!
Back north. Almost there. Thumbs up. And Nets are poop. One last one. And that's all of them. 52 likes. Wilson, we have more than 52 likes. We're at 200. Oh, we're saying get it to 300. Hey, one more for 250 is great. If we can get to 300 on a Spurs win, and we are going to win this game, darn it, that would be great. But if we can't get to 300, I understand. But I'd like to get to 300 thumbs up. But it is a Friday night. Those streams usually are a little harder to pull people in because it's Friday night. But you guys are here. I appreciate you. I really do. I see you guys talking about it. I'm not opposed to Champagnie starting over Barnes. I never thought I'd say that. Last year I was saying Champagnie is not a starter, but he is. I'll take him over Barnes at this point. He's younger. He has more, definitely don't know his full ceiling, whereas Barnes is on the other side of his, other side of 30. Kawhi's coming back January 4th, I believe. What's up, running Joe James? Jared, they will not score 100. That's a factual statement. It is Nets ball at the moment. Johnson long. Wow. Well, they hit threes like that, they will. David, that's gross. Nobody's hit 20 points yet, William? That's crazy. Carlos, have some Kool-Aid, but sell for 3. Oof, way short. Why is January 5th he's playing? Okay. I knew he's coming back soon. That's a miss from the Nets. Layup tried that was what's his head? Shoot. Now both teams missing back and forth. I can't keep up with the misses. There we go. It's now a 12-point game. Layup from the Nets. Nets are coming back a little bit. 6 minutes to go. Keon Johnson has 20. It is for his ball. Devin Vassell's going to start to drive. Throws it over to Sohan. Trey Jones back to Wemby. Wemby Takes off, gets in the paint. Get out of the way!
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
When you give him some space and he's heading towards that basket, just get out of the way. Get out of the way. Keon Johnson with the runner good. Dunk of justice is right. 89-77. And the second half has been infinitely better than the first half. The first half, there was no scoring. Just whistle, whistle, whistle. Nobody could shoot. Vassell, corner three. Wow, Spurs are up by 15 with 5 minutes to go. Spurs are shooting 41% from three tonight. The Nets are shooting only 29. Oh, I put one too many points. 91-77. Was it a two? Blocked by Wemby. Jalen Wilson, get out of here. Nets still have the ball. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Wow, that was ugly. Showing a replay of Wemby's dunk. His defender sags off him, and then he just takes off towards the paint, and nobody's going to get in the way of that. Are you going to get? I know Wemby's thin, but are you going to get in the way of a 7'3" player coming at you? When he jumps, he's going to knee you in like the face. The Nets are not great. Block number 5. Wow, he's on a block roll right now. Sohan misses the huge dunk. He took it in and about to throw it down. I don't know if that was an alley-oop, but it was missed, whatever it was. We have a wide open three in the corner. That's good for Keon Johnson. Rich Johnson's outplayed our Johnson. Their Johnson's better. I don't know if their Johnson's bigger than ours. It's Spurs ball. 11-point game, 4 minutes to go, 91-80. Wemby gets knocked down. He gets up again. 10 on the shot clock. Whistle. Foul on Noah Clowney. I think 7-3.5 Havoc. Pause. Jared, are you looking up those Johnsons for me? Clowney just got teed up. You Clowney? He's still yelling at the ref. Dummy, walk away. I don't get these players. When you get teed up, why do you keep yelling at the ref? He just got thrown out. Like, stupid. Like, really? He's out of the game. Our Johnson has been cold. Oh, Carlos, what another super chat. Ricardo, remember, you are the greatest YouTuber ever. Thank you, man. Like, I'm not a Nets fan. Carlos, appreciate it. You've been super chatting a lot tonight. Thank you so much for your support. But when you get teed up, you got to be smart enough to realize that one more, you get thrown out of the game. I mean, granted, you're down by 11, maybe. I don't know. I don't get these players. When your teammates pulling you away, telling you to shut up. Jeremy does a good job of getting under other players' skin. I'll give him that. He does. He's that guy that talk smack or nudges you or just gets under your skin. I mean, Patrick, I assume a referee got punched during the Malice in the Palace, right? Wilson, I will agree with that. Road trip, there have been a lot of ejections lately. You aren't kidding. The refs have been bad though. That ref in the Sixers game that threw out, who the heck was it? Was it Andre Drummond got thrown out and then they decided it wasn't supposed to be thrown out and then she threw out Joel Embiid? I don't like seeing games being affected by the refs like that. Benjamin, this has been a bad game by the Spurs overall, but they are winning. I have Victor for 25 plus points. This MF. Jeez. So what has happened? I swear when this channel started in 2019, nobody brought up gambling at all. And now this year, has something changed between this year and last year? Because I don't remember many people talking about it last year either. But this year, I hear a lot of talk in the chat. Parlay this, parlay that, over, under, up and down, left and right, BA start. I don't know what's going on, but like this year compared to the previous years on the channel, there's been a massive increase and the amount of online gambling. Are there just more options now? I honestly don't know because I don't partake in it. Chris Paul missed the first technical free throw. He made the second one, 92 to 80. I guess July 26th. I'm not involved with it personally. Oh, Ricky, that might be it. Legalized in states. I didn't even think of that. Maybe it wasn't legal in a lot of states recent or before, and it is now. I don't know. That might be it. It is Spurs ball up by 12. Pat McCappa does. Wemby gets in the paint, misses a shot. It may have been blocked. It is Nets ball down by 12 under 4 minutes to go. And another block by Wemby goaltend. Was that CP3's first missed free throw? Wow, Patrick keeping it real. I mean, I swear to you guys now, I will never be sponsored by any type of gambling site. I don't want to, I just won't be. We'll leave it at that. That's all I'll say. Wemby getting a little breather, 92-82. Is it a clean block challenge? Is it R33? I'd like to see a replay of that. There was in the Knicks game, I think it was a Knicks game or 76ers game. But I want to see in the Knicks game, there was a shot block that was called a goaltend. The Spurs challenged it and it was ruled a block. I can't believe that's his first missed free throw. All right, can we see a replay? Yes, network. Okay, here it is. That ball pretty much just left his hand when he blocked it. That's going to be overturned. William, yeah, actually, you're right. I mean, even ESPN, when I pull up the ESPN scoreboard for our streams, there's there's all gambling stuff in there. It certainly is probably not good for sports because then it starts making when you see questionable calls with the refs. There's been some questionable stuff with the Chiefs apparently this year. I haven't watched their games, but I see a lot of people on Facebook complaining about calls during Chiefs games. It makes you wonder: are you involved with something? Are you trying to influence the game? Or when you watch a boxing match, they're showing a replay one more time. Yeah, that's a block. That's an absolutely clean block. He got there immediately after that ball went out of his hand. It was still going up. They should win that challenge. But when you watch a boxing match and you hear the scorecard, once I'm just making up numbers. I don't know if these numbers are right, but 117, 113, 117, 113, 112, 118. It's like how the hell were you watching a different match? Like, I don't know. Piracy might be. Only true fans hit the like button. I think it's a block, Steven. I do. They do RH. It's taking them a long time. I thought that was a pretty obvious clean block. DJ, I think so. That would be a 6 block. I actually think people say that because they think bets don't hit. That's when they. I mean, you can be right. Clean block. That would be Brooklyn ball because he got the ball. So let's take off the 2 points. Nets retain possession. Trenchant. I'd have to look at the box score. I don't feel like Harrison Barnes has done much tonight, has he? There you go, road trip. All right. Spurs win the challenge. Wemby has been a blocking machine as of late. I like it. When's the last time somebody led the NBA in blocks with 4 a game? It's been a while, right? Wemby's averaging 4 right now. He's got 17 points, 6 boards, 6 blocks. Oh, so he should be definitely Defensive Player of the Year. That night when the guy is not good, he scored. I know it's a slow night for Wemby. He's got 17, 6, and 6. That is how good he is. That's considered an off night for him. It's crazy when you think about it. That's an air ball by Keon Johnson. It's knocked out of bounds and it's going to stay with the Nets. My hair is itching. Celtics 142, Pacers 105. Wow. Ernest, I really don't see that happening, but if it does, well, I'll do a video on it. And I'll start off the video with, wow, I did not see this happening. They get the ball in and an immediate layup. Nice job by Martin. 10-point game. And that's going to play some full court defense now. And people are getting knocked down left and right. Sohan and somebody else went down. It's Spurs ball. CP3 with it, 18 on the shot clock, so plenty of time. I guess this is our closing lineup. Sohan, Wemby, Paul, Vassell, Johnson. To get it to Sohan, Sohan in the paint. Over to Kelvin. Kelvin back to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off. Off balance jumper off the glass. No good. Sohan with the offensive board. And he's going to get it back to Devin. 10 on the shot clock. Over to CP3. Chris will launch it back to Devin. Devin's in there for a corner three. No good. The Kevin, what was the last one, Randy? 4.1, huh? Keon Johnson with an air ball. William, I think it's going to be the Celtics again. So Dikembe. So it's been 30 years since somebody averaged 4 blocks a game. Damn. Matumbo 4 in 95 and 6 at 4.5. It's still a long time. Still a 10-point game. This game is not over yet. Is Jones in? Trey Jones is in there. We're running Trey Jones and Chris Paul again. I don't know. Maybe I'm not seeing something analytically. Maybe that does work. Oh, Carlos, we definitely like Gwendolyn Graham was definitely going to be. He's somebody special. 2016 Spurs were loaded with talent. 67 wins, I believe. Yeah, but didn't win any. Didn't win the big one. Was that the Jaja year or the Jaja team that knocked quite out of the playoffs? I feel like that might be. Turnover Spurs. The three down the other end by the Nets is an in and out burger by Martin. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it to Jeremy. 18 on the shot clock. Just slow the offense here and reset it. Jeremy getting trapped right now. Over to Kelvin. Kelvin throws it way out to Chris Paul. 10 on the shot clock. 2 minutes to go. 92-82 Spurs. Cats and dogs living together. Math hysteria. Wemby's going to get fouled in the paint. Give me back to 29 million, Devin. He's getting benched at the end of the game. Carlos, I love the Spurs team from 2003. I don't necessarily. Okay, Vic, so it was maybe not to be the best Spurs team record wise, but you had the old and the new in that one. You had the Twin Towers, the last year of the Twin Towers, Robinson and Duncan, but also you had a young Tony Parker and young Manu Ginobili, the start of the Big Three. Um, I really love that team for that reason. 19 likes to what, Wilson? What are we at? We trying to get to 300? Actually, I see about 20 more likes, but we are getting close to 300 thumbs up, my friends. You can make it happen. There's definitely plenty of people in here. So if you're a Spurs fan or a Nets fan, please support the channel with a thumbs up. That's all I ask for here.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Wemby hits them both. Maybe at 19 now. A spleen. I mean, Devin's a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot. And I just mentioned in the video today, he's very inconsistent. Actually, I think all three of the guys in the video I talked about today did not play well, did they? Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell, and Harrison Barnes, did they all shoot pretty poorly? Turnover net, Spurs ball up by 12, and this should definitely be a win. Trey Jones turns the ball over. Speaking of turnovers. Quick three down the other end. Okay. Jalen Wilson for three. It's a 9-point game. Nets hanging around. And a foul on Shake Milton with a foul. That's going to be 2 free throws for the Spurs. Ernest, that's my biggest complaint of Dan Vassell is he is consistently inconsistent. He's been a roller coaster with shooting this year. Kelton's at the line for 2. Ricky, I thought he would have a huge game 2 against Brooklyn. Not so much. Is Keldon 5 of 11 tonight? Yeah, that's not terrible. Carlos with the super chat with a good job. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate you. That's a cute little emoji. I do love me some emojis. Emoji stickers too. Hey, look, it's Ben Simmons. Lonnie 2.0. I don't want to compare Devin Vassell to Lonnie Walker. I think he's better than that. but he is inconsistent. The thing with Lonnie was, if Lonnie started missing shots, he'd stop shooting. Devin keeps shooting. I don't know if that's good or bad. Tough layup. Nets up. I'm sorry, Nets down 96-87. I didn't see who shot that. That was quick. We got 300. Awesome. Kelling in trap right now. Toss it over to Chris Paul. 14 on the shot clock. Under a minute to go. My clock's a little ahead. I got to fix that. Jeremy with the ball to Wemby. Back to CP3. 4 on the shot clock. Chris is going to drive. The runner's an air ball. That's going to be a shot clock. Well, no. Nets get the ball and we'll bring it. Outbound the Spurs. 96-87. This should be a lock. There's 40 plus seconds left. I like Lonnie Walker, but man, he was extremely inconsistent. Now not even in the NBA. I played with the Nets for 1 year. 3 down the other end is no good. And the Spurs are just going to drill it. Yeah, Chris Paul's going to dribble it for 15 seconds. An ugly win, but a win is a win, guys. We'll take it, right? I see ESPN's wrapping up, and the final score is going to be 96-87. Okay, not a great game. Didn't even crack 100. Nets were missing a ton of guys, but the Spurs are back over 500, and I'll take this over the 2 losses we saw recently against the Knicks and the 76ers. For those of you heading out, please still hit the thumbs up. It does still help the channel. I'm not done yet, though. We got to get into the final game stats because, well, let's look at the stats. Some of these stats are going to, this was a 90s game score. Oh my gosh. It'll help with the D rating. Well, you know what? We're all about the D here, right? What? Huh? Let me get the end of game stats. Oh, where are Spurs? Spurs and Nets. Where are you? Okay, there's a box score. Sorry. We'll start with the opposition first. For the Nets shot 39% from 3, 63% from the line, but they were only 5 of 8 from the free throw line. They turned the ball over 16 times. For the players, Dorian Finney-Smith with an awful night, 2 points on 1 of 7 shooting. Did have 9 rebounds, but a terrible shooting night. Jalen Wilson, 4 of 13, 11 points. Nick Claxton with 11 points and 10 boards. Shake Milton with 16 points and 12 assists. Only 1 turnover. That is a fantastic assist to turnover ratio. Wemby holding a little mini Wemby jersey. It looks ridiculous. Keon Johnson with 25 points to lead the Nets. Off the bench, Noah Clowney with 5. He did get thrown out of the game. Got teed up twice in the 4th quarter. Daron Sharp with 4, but both his buckets were very hard dunks. One which actually broke a little part of the backboard. Tyrese Martin with 13 and Reese Beekman, I still don't know who the hell that is, with 0. For our San Antonio Spurs, we shot 41% from the field, 41% from 3, 74% from the line. They took 27 free throws as opposed to the 8 for the Nets. We're a little better with the turnovers tonight. We had 13, a lot better actually, because we've had plenty of games with 20. For the Spurs, Jeremy Sohan, I didn't realize he had 14 rebounds tonight. Jeremy finished with 12 and 14, 3 assists, 1 turnover, only 3 of 7 from the field, but did go 6 of 8 from the line. That was a very quiet 14 rebounds. Okay. Harrison Barnes with 9 points. Not his best performance, certainly not his worst. Didn't give us much else. 2 rebounds and a steal. Victor Wembanyama with a slow night compared to what he's been doing, but still a solid night. 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 6 blocks, only 3 turnovers. And I say only 3 because 3 is kind of where I want to keep Wemby because he touches the ball so much. 3 seems like, that's where he should be. And also a decent shooting night, 7 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 from the line, 50% from both. Chris Paul, 5 points, 5 assists, 1 turnover, kind of a quiet night from him. Demisel, I don't like his shooting tonight. 10 points on 4 of 16. And the odd thing is, he missed a lot of 2-pointers. He was 2 of 5 from 3, so he was only 2 of 11 from 2-point land. But I like that he was producing in other places tonight. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block, only 1 turnover. But the shooting, staying consistently inconsistent from shooting. Off the bench, we got some actually decent bench production tonight. Julian Champagnie led the bench with 18 points, including 5 of 7 from 3. Keldon Johnson, finally, he scored more tonight than his last few games, had 15 points and 6 rebounds and 2 steals. Trey Jones, Trey's just not shooting the ball, guys. 1 shot tonight, a 3-pointer that he missed. 2 points. He did have 6 assists. He's not scoring anymore, and that is not helping either. And then Stefan Castle with a little rough night shooting, actually a lot rough night. 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 4 from the free throw line, so inefficient from both areas. Finished with 6 points. What does the Spurs win? Back to 16 and 15. And I will take a Spurs win over a Spurs loss any day of the week, twice on Friday. Right? That how it works? I don't know. Vassell overpaid underachiever player trade this MF. He's inconsistent. He is. Thank you, William. I just caught that. Appreciate you. I can't explain that only. I'm surprised Wemby didn't shoot more, but he also took 31 shots in the last game. So maybe it was a game plan to come in here and spread the ball around more. No, the Prune were a game above 500. Game above. And in the Western Conference, we're definitely going to contend for the play-in. Can we win it? The game? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends. Yeah. Wemmy's going to ball usually. He's going to have his down. I'm not really counting. It's a down game for his high standards. But the key to the Spurs having any type of play-in success, or if they win the play-in playoff success, is everybody else around him needs to produce. We can't have guys going 4 of 12 or 2 of 9 or dropping 2 points or 0 points. It's going to be really like guys around him are going to have to produce as well. And if they have a lot of these bad games we've been seeing, we're going to be in trouble in the playoffs. But I'm glad for the win tonight. Yeah, no Bassey, no Collins, no Biggs again. Barnes, he had 9 points on his car. I don't remember his stats, but he had 9. I'm curious why Mitch is going with this really small ball lineup too, Keith. I understand why Collins isn't playing. He hasn't been playing well. He threw the middle finger. He got thrown out of a game because of that. Well, he got thrown out of the game, then threw the middle finger. I thought Bassey was our backup center. Now we have no backup center. Literally tonight we saw Jeremy Sohan or Harrison Barnes playing the 5, and neither one of them should be. So, my friends, 32 blocks in 5 games. It is wild. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't done so, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. This was a fun. Well, the first half was rough, but you guys kept it interesting, and I appreciate that. Even when our Spurs are losing or if the game's bad, I always enjoy hearing you guys or seeing you guys talk, whether we agree or disagree on what's going on with the Spurs, whether you want Darren Fox or I don't, or I don't know, you think Vassell should be on the bench, whatever it is, I always appreciate your feedback in the chat. And that's all I got. So I'll be back Sunday for whoever we're playing. You know we'll be live for every game. We're not missing one. So on behalf of Selena, Headband Grogu, Lil Mikey, Baby Coyote, and myself, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs!